All right. How it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back. It is episode 8 of Terraform. My God, that happened really fast. Last we left off, the party reformed and are currently setting their sights on potentially 3 different ruins throughout the island of Pardon. We know that the city is corrupt, and we know that there is an army of Warforged amassing at the bottom of the ocean around this island. We know that there's a couple of odd other things going on. We met some weird little fae dudes called Whibbles. And have investigated the various dragon bones to be found around the island. Go ahead.
I said they weeble and they wobble.
So they don't fall down. Lots of things. We discovered Locke. Locke is now with the party as well. And there's been a few interesting, very layered interactions with that. Kazric handed Sika a bomb, which just made me happy. Lots are going on, and I'll get into a little more of a detail later, but first some announcements to get out of the gate, right out the gate. I am Sir Feffers, the humble dungeon master of the Long Shot Table, and it is my absolute honor and privilege to have these wonderful yahoos with me today. And if you are interested in getting caught up on any of the 3 weekly streamed campaigns that we have going on here on the Twitch, you can head over to the YouTube, where we have 5 years of D&D content. It's a lot, and so if you want to get caught up, if you want to if you're jonesing for D&D, we got your fix. And most importantly, we have bingo. We have Terraform bingo. If you want to head over to the Discord, feel free to zip on over there and join our community. We are as chaotic as we are wholesome, and most importantly, we have a phenomenal sponsor by the name of Modern Artifice, making artisanal dice. Giuseppe is a master of this craft. Him and his whole group is doing phenomenal work. And if you want to get over there and peruse some of the items, if you use the code LONGSHOT, you'll get 10% off, and a little bit of a cut goes in my pocket as well. I will use it to buy food and survive, that I might continue to tell these wonderful stories. If you want to support me further, the best ways to do it, of course, is, subscribing to the YouTube, subscribing to Twitch, but we also have a Patreon, where if you're really feeling generous, I will match that energy with off-stream long shot one-shots, and I'll also do some seminar instructional stuff, and for some of the higher tiers, I will straight up just one-on-one help you cook. I'll heckin' ghostwrite your campaign. I don't care. I've got creative juices abounding. Let's get to the cast. Crown got a dope haircut, and they thought I didn't notice, but I did, and it looks phenomenal. Crown, take it away.
Just a little fun fact, I did it myself. But hello, everybody. If you don't know who I am, you're late. But really, my name is Omega Jones, also known as Crown or Crown TV, but mostly Crown. That is QR0WN. My pronouns are he and they. I'm a professional actor and vocalist turned tabletop designer, gamer, host, moderator, Twitch partner, jack of all trades, master of 3 of them, upcoming LARPer. What? And very excited to be here. I play Kazric. Yes, the voice break is important. He is our level 6 apothecary alchemist, which is a class from HM Press. Check them out. I need to talk to them about potentially sponsoring this. Anywho, but yeah, and Kazric is meeting new friends again. About to explore caves. Also gets to learn and understand the world outside of his nomadic clan. Yeah, that is moi. I think that's all I need to say. And I'm just gonna roll a d20 against the can, and it was a 15.
Okay, well, I'm writing that down. Who's going next and also rolling a d20?
Us all. No.
Who's going next, Kazric?
Shanus.
Hi, everyone. I'm Shane Whalley. It's nice to meet you. I have nothing new going on in my life. Other than, I guess, I'm starting streams again on Wednesday, so I'll see you there. Other than that, I'm playing Sika, who is the College of the Road Bard, and he is a Luminan. Fantastic person. Interested to see what we're meeting in this forest. That's all it is. Taylor.
Hi everyone, I'm Taylor Ann Tracy. You can find me everywhere as Taylor Ann Tracy. I am the writer and game master for the LARP Heinefall. It is a medieval LARP held here in Texas in the Sherwood Forest Fairgrounds. It's an absolute blast. We have our grand gathering, which is our huge 5-day event here in a week. Starts early move-in. So I will go live in a campground for the next 3 weeks. I'm very excited because I love camping. It's one of my favorite parts of LARPing. There's the story, there's the fun, but then there's camping with your friends and the fireside chats and so much good food that everyone's made, or just hot dogs over the fire. Delicious. But that's one of my favorite parts of LARPing, is getting to spend time with the people that I care about in a new environment and just getting to be outside and take a break from the world. I play Robin. She is a tiefling rogue druid. She is looking for her brother Soren, and she feels like she's getting closer, but she also feels like she hates nature and the woods and wishes she was back in a city. So she's hoping to get through this naturey part as quick as she can. And I will pass it off to Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben Brainard. Anyway, I'm playing Zito Barbera. He's a Goliath barbarian, path of the knuckle sandwich, and he had one mission, and then that mission got sidetracked by a different mission, but then he completed that different mission, and then he was back on an original mission, and then that original mission then got put on side mission again. And then he started doing side mission, and then side mission got sidetracked by a third side mission. So now I'm on third side mission, which there's a slight stoppage of third side mission for fourth side mission, and his name is Holic Thorn, and that side mission will be completed eventually. But then fourth side mission just made me do a different thing to get back onto the third side, and then there was a tree that I had to beat up. And so now there's like a underwater army waiting, and I hope that's not fifth side mission.
How does
Don't
it
let
all
that be
come together?
side mission 5. It won't. I think actually Zito's gonna finish mission number 1, and then he's gonna skedaddle, and then I won't have to worry about.
Oh, that's what you think.
Anyway, I'm gonna roll a d20 now.
Oh yes.
It's 15.
For bingo
14.
purposes.
15.
Wait, I
Hey,
want to roll one.
For bingo purposes, did I just hear Feff laughs evilly and Feff is cryptic?
6.
I think I did. So
Well,
click.
Oh, I
Damn
have
it.
those on mine
Guys,
too.
us playing bingo is like Pete Rose playing baseball. Like you can't.
Beth laughs evilly. I have that one too. Can I mark off Robin hates nature? Not until we play.
Gotta play.
We got play. But I am gonna put down Beth is cryptic.
Oh no, that was absolutely both of them at the same time.
For those dice, yeah. Yeah, done. Oh, and mine are in a line.
Let me get those
Mine
d20s real
too,
quick. I think I
actually.
heard 2 14s, a 1,
6.
6,
A 12.
215s.
2 15s. Okay.
If you guys are curious what I'm cutting at any point, because I know curiosity.
Onions.
They're blank potion cards for Heinefall that you write your
Okay.
potion on them, and then to use them in game, you rip them.
Work.
Work.
The new music you might have noticed, gang, is the new Monument Studios Fantasy Plus.
Slay.
There is so much music, and I have spent most of last night sifting through the terabytes of songs, and I'm very excited to be premiering them here in Terraform. So let's begin. Terraform episode 8. The party is somewhat relaxed, as much as they can be given the circumstances. You've got a couple of options, and the party is currently deciding how they want to progress their next steps. Locke has kind of woken up, and he's given a few different layered angles as to what he thinks of the party, how he's kind of interacted with the group. Let's get a group insight check real quick as the party all kind of comes together over breakfast. Who's cooking? All right. Nope. I saw Omega first.
Together.
Is Kazric cooking meat?
Kadrick cooks a bunch of things.
Okay.
The only reason, I mean, you all saw him collecting mushrooms, and we stopped for a while. But the intent was to then get fish and make veggie, like, are mushrooms vegetables? Vegetable kebabs. So he does
Ooh,
cook
yum.
a bunch of things. So this morning, I don't know, we'll cook something. And then you said insight check.
Yeah.
LOL.
21.
14.
Oh, I have a +2 to insight. 7.
3.
Okay. There's a guarded nature about him. Some of the higher roles would notice that there is definitely a caution that is between him and Robin. There's definitely a certain space of almost worry. And Sika, with your even higher role, you'll note that he constantly is, well, not constantly, this is more subtle because you rolled really high. He is frequently like glancing at the scar on Robin's ear. But all of that's kind of subtext. Definitely keeps his view to the ocean out there as the party is on this beach to the south. I'll go to the map real quick.
On the map.
Yeah, we're right about down here. And we've
That needs to
got
be
3 ruins that we could approach if we want to go take the path of checking out various ruins. How do we want to proceed? And frankly, how did everyone sleep?
Wonderful.
Where's the map, real quick?
I'm streaming it.
Okay.
But if you go to
Or like the bottom right.
yeah, if you go to the we are in the bottom left as of right now, kind of in this
Left.
opening to a massive river, just south of the thick of the jungle.
I know my left and rights.
I pinned it.
For
Very
sure.
nice.
I didn't say the wrong one. Robin probably, like, she was really tired at the end of it, and she was doing the whole like, "Oh, keep first watch," and she was falling asleep. But then she probably wakes up what feels like to her like every hour, thinking like bugs or there's an animal or just every like, nah, hate the woods.
A druid known for their city life. The other lead that the party was really interested in following up on was this mysterious elf that was found near some of those errant fae, the little whibbles that were
One was
moving
up in
around.
the hammock, right?
And
was
the party
bleeding?
has made a connection with between the warforged that are in the ocean, seemingly on standby, and the elves. So there's a lead there as well. However, the party wishes to approach this. No, never trust mushrooms. Well, if Kazric cooks them.
I love mushrooms.
I'm so sorry. Really quickly, I'm now looking at the map. What was discussed about where? What?
You guys are south of the big jungle, kind of in that peninsula to the west, southwest, and you can see north of you 2 different ruins, and to the northeast of you another ruin. We know that all three of these were said to be cities that were destroyed when the dragons invaded, and the wizard colleges absolutely trashed them, and the nobility turned them all into steeds. But according to Locke, one of those ruins is far older.
Do we know which one is far older?
No.
Okay.
But we know which one is closest.
Yeah, I was gonna say just go whichever one's closest.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I know we said that the map isn't a 1-for-1, but technically the one that's right above us is closest. But we'd have to cross water to get to it.
That's true.
We're gonna
I'd
have
rather-
to cross a lot of stuff to get a lot of places right now.
That's
And
fair.
I say we cross bridges when we get to them.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry, I'll do
Great,
that in Zito's
activate.
voice. Why are we worried about crossing water when we're not even at the water yet?
I don't know. I was just, water. Well, we can go wherever you want. Also, I guess we can call these pancakes.
Pancakes?
I mean, that's not really a pan. There's nothing really cakey about it, but it's flat.
You
What
guys
is
have
it?
pancakes?
Well, I mean, there's if you find the right stuff and you put it together and it becomes
Oh,
bread-like.
I very well aware of pancakes. I fuck with pancakes hard, as they might say.
I mean, I don't know what that means. Fuck with the pancake. But I mean, it's just bread. It's nutritious. If there's any bone in it, I tried to make it. You didn't want just mushrooms or vegetables, so I put some meat in it. And so it's like I don't know.
The pancake.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I don't have any sugar. It's
So it's like a meat pie?
Yeah, it's
Sure.
almost like crepes.
What's a crepe?
Oh.
Crepes.
Nothing. What's a crepe?
Get out of here with crepes.
Once again, you notice that Locke takes a very careful investigation to all the food that he consumes.
Should I roll like a nature to see how well this good is?
Sure, survival in this
Or
case.
survival? Yeah. Oh, why would you do that to me? Okay.
Poison.
I'll roll a
song.
con save.
16.
Okay. Yeah, they're
that.
decent. Well spiced. Like what you have gathered in the forest perfectly complements the meat that you and mushrooms that you've brought to the table. The meat itself is good, but your flavoring of it shows that you truly are an alchemist.
Put them together. Ooh, look at that. It's food.
I mean, it's no IHOP, but it's
Oh, you're a
it's
rabbit?
definitely good hot chow in the field.
Then you don't look like a rabbit to me.
I would hope not.
You said you hop.
I hop.
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
You hop.
No,
I feel like
Yeah.
you're too big
not
to hop.
not me hop. It's where I get all my pancakes back home.
I'm pretty sure that. I mean, I don't know. I haven't gone to school.
You
so-
have to hop for pancakes back home? Why don't they just give it to you?
No, they give you the pancakes after you pay for the pancakes with money. It's just the name of the pancake restaurant is IHOP.
Oh, sure. I'm just gonna look at the other two like I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know either.
There is no IHOP on this
Do we
plane.
have
Look,
coffee?
I did. No.
Dang it.
no, you're going to have to stay awake with your own adrenaline. 30 minutes. We have 30 minutes to eat, pack up, and be ready to go.
Okay.
Is there a timer? Or is it just-
Vito looks down at his watch.
What? I'm sorry.
Oh, down his wrist. Sorry, down his bare wrist. Mm. I don't know why I did
I can
that.
let IHOP slide. But you're bringing gear work into play here that is not easily accessible yet.
But Zito will take a stick and stab it into the ground, and then put a rock at the shadow, and then put another rock a little bit past the shadow, and I'll go, when the shadow goes from this rock to this rock, we leave.
Oh,
Robin like reaches into her pouch and just takes out like a raw coffee bean and just eats
Just
it.
pops it, yeah.
Yeah.
Crunch munch.
crunch.
Blech.
Anything we want to get out of the way / cast maybe? Any preparations before we start our journey?
You would see Kaswick after making sure that everyone has some food. He would be in his own little, not own little area, but he's just gonna sit down flat on the ground, legs are gonna splayed out, as he's putting some things together to make one of his potions. Spending literally 10 minutes to do that. And he's just gonna look at me. Okay. Yep.
Robin's normally always pretty ready to go. So she's just gonna sit back, lean against a tree, and she's gonna pull out her notebook and probably just journal for a little bit.
Okay. Sika, anything you want to cover before we head?
Yeah. So while everyone's eating and stuff, he's assuming everyone has a drink, and as he takes a moment seeing everyone has their drinks in their hand, he raises his and be like, cheers to a good morning. He had an adventure. He's like very restful in his words because he had a good sleep. And it's just like, here's to unity and us being together. And everyone's drinks glow blue.
Ooh.
So please drink your drinks
Cheers.
in honor of our adventure.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. It's blue now.
So to whoever drinks their drink, which I hope everyone does, for 8 hours, you have advantage on saving throws against being charmed and can't be put to sleep by any spell or other magical effect.
Heck yeah.
So it's like coffee.
That's why it's called restful.
We did have coffee!
The party gears.
I would like.
Go ahead.
I just wanted the Ryek's cloak. I want to touch it and see if I can get the dragons back.
Okay.
In my head.
You sift as you're packing up. You see the cloak and you reach down into the bag, and upon touching the strange cultic garb, various multitudes of draconic whispers begin moving through your mind.
I just want to give them an update.
Okay.
On where we at? So the last time we spoke, I said that Ilid and Toril were kidnapped, and then we found a guy, Hollickthorn, who is kind of a little bitch. So we had to find a different way out of the city, and we're on the beach now. We have a few leads. There's some ruins nearby, and I think we are going to go search these ruins for Ilden and Toril as well.
Whisper.
Oh,
Draconic growth.
okay. Yes, I will check in again when there is an update, I suppose.
Okay.
Puts it back.
I think Zito is getting old. He's talking to his clothes as he packs them.
Kind of feels like I'm giving an update to an officer. No shenanigans have happened in the field, sir. Nope. Everyone's up. We had food. We're ready to go. There
are no children
mission is
drinking
still
mead
go.
at the wee hours of the morning.
Wait, we have mead.
Oh. The party gears up and begins to head out.
And really quickly, just so you know, so he said we had 30 minutes, so that was actually very perfect. So you saw like every 10 minutes he was making a different potion. He made one that has it's red and kind of viscous. Kind of standard. You will see things like it in other forms, maybe just a regular potion of healing. He's gonna pocket that, and then any of the access, he's gonna toss it to Reggie. And then you will see him make a double batch of. You saw him like go to the water and grab some of it and the vials and come back and start mixing some other things in it as he makes 2 of the potions that Zito would recognize, being one that he consumed yesterday. He's gonna put those down, and then again, rest of the stuff just splashes at Reggie. And
Reggie noises.
After he does that, hey, Reggie noises. You'll see him like put those in like the small like little compartments that he has all over. Then you see him twist a ring on his middle finger. And as he twists it, you're gonna see him wince for a second. As something potentially like maybe like stabbed into him or something. And he's gonna just let it kind of reset itself. As I'm gonna activate the item that we talked about way long ago. Feff, my Olympic ring. So, and I rolled a d6 and I rolled a 3, and I regained that mini reagent die.
Okay, excellent.
So I have my reagent dice back. He goes, okay, I'm ready.
All right. The party gears up
Oh,
and strikes out north. Go ahead.
we still have that chest.
Oh yeah. Let's
I
open the
kind of want to
chest.
just like
The golden snakes.
casually while walking by, just go, oh yeah, and I'm gonna grab the handle and just kind of launch just straight up, and then bring it down onto the ground and try to smash it open.
Make a strength check.
Strength or
Athletics.
athletic? Hooray!
Hooray.
Hooray.
And or oorah.
That
And
is
or get some.
Marines.
There's a plenty of things we can pull from here.
Oh, that is 23.
23.
Hey.
The whole front half of the chest just shatters. And 2 bracers made of frail, weaving golden snakes gently into the sand. These bracers are a pair of golden snakes with ruby eyes, which coil around wrist and forearm.
Ready.
They're certainly magical, but you don't know what's up.
Sika is going to go and pick them up.
Yep.
And he will identify them.
Okay, you cast Identify. While wearing both bracers, so you have to be wearing both of them, you gain a +1 bonus to AC if you are wearing no armor and using no shield. You can use an action to speak the bracer's command word and drop them on the ground in 2 unoccupied spaces within 10 feet of you. These bracers become 2 constrictor snakes under your control and act on their own initiative counts, which I'm going to change to say it acts on your initiative count, whoever activates it. By using a bonus action to speak the command word again, you return a bracer to its normal form in a space formerly occupied by the snake on your turn. Oh, interesting. You can mentally command each snake if it is within 60 feet of you and you aren't incapacitated. You decide what action the snakes take and where they move during their next turns. Or you can issue them a general command such as attack your enemies or guard a location. If a snake is reduced to 0 hit points, it dies, reverting to its bracer form and can't be commanded to become a snake again until 2 days have passed. If a snake reverts to a bracer form before losing all its hit points, it regains all of them and can't be commanded to become a snake again until the next dawn. These are the Serpentine Bracers, page 172 of the Vault of Magic.
And as long as they're not wearing armor, they get the AC bonus and stuff.
Yes, which is a +1.
Who's a barbarian?
I don't know if anyone, maybe Robin wears armor? I don't know if
I
we
can
have
do
an
light
armored
armor
squad.
and medium armor.
Okay.
I
Don't
don't
wear
have
armor.
any.
The
But
bard
I
don't
could.
wear armor.
So Robin, the Wayfish Tiefling, is the most armored in the group. Like
I have to be. Do you?
no guff.
I have light armor technically.
Okay.
I go in tall to sneaky sneaks.
Kazric would be the one
gotta look
person
out
you
for the
don't want to
stabby
just
side.
like punch because all the shattered glass and vials would just be a detriment to everybody involved. Let's be honest.
Listen,
Punch Zito instead.
every day I have 22
Yes.
bombs on hand. Try me.
You have 22 bombs on your person. I think I will.
So
Oh,
fun
no.
fact: for the weeks that we have been in, I feel so silly. For the weeks that we have been in this campaign, I have had armor in my bag, but not equipped.
Oh, all right.
And I'm like, why is my AC so low? Well.
The crux. Are you proficient with
crux.
armor?
I do have proficient in some armor, I think.
Excellent.
Probably light. Probably light, yeah.
I'll have to look and see to go through it.
Well, you're a
but
super dope
basically-
subclass too, so like things get wobbly.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just like, if I wore the bracelets, they just gave me the same armor that the leather armor would give me anyways.
Okay.
So,
Cheers.
Well, and then he just spurts out a random beard that magically talks and explains everything that these bracers do.
They're snakes.
They
do things. They do sneaky shit.
Yes. And
They go-
and does anyone mind if I wear them? They're pretty.
They're all yours.
Yes. Just they're on. What were the names of the again? So I can look them up.
They are the Serpentine Bracers from the Vault of Magic, page 1.
It probably won't be in D&D Beyond immediately. Probably got to look at homebrew stuff.
But if you
Yeah.
equipped your armor for now, you'll get that
Yeah.
+1 bump to your AC, which will do the same thing.
Boom.
Okay. You do have to cut
we-
through the jungle, unless you guys want to take the open beachway towards the river. What'll it
Not
be?
with metal men in the water.
Well, I've
Well-
always kind of been one for the path of least resistance.
Okay, but I'm gonna run away if those metal guys come out.
Yes.
The quickest
if
path would
we-
be through the forest. The longer route, technically more exposed, would be by the beach. But you can see danger coming from farther off out in the open.
That's true.
You can see cats with his backpack like,
Okay.
I vote in the forest.
Let us. All right. I was going to say let's vote for it, but I see we've already begun the voting.
We have, an
have
abstain,
one
which is
for
nice for odd number.
the forest.
One for the forest.
Kazri.
Kazric
Forest.
says
I'm
either
gonna be
way.
honest, I don't really know what the vote is
Zito
for.
wants to
Obviously.
go along the beachway, which leaves it to Sika. Beach
I
or
just rolled
forest?
for it. I just rolled for it. What am I gonna do? Phew.
Sika, thinking about the deathly hands, kind of does not want to go through the forest.
Okay, that's 2 for the beach.
Let's
And
do for the beach. Eat.
so-
Let's get away.
So we
The
begin
beach.
journeying across
beach
the
it is.
sands.
There's hidden hands on the ground. Who knows what will hit?
Oh, right, there was that weird hand ring thing.
Let me take a look at our passive perceptions. About
I'm
an
gonna
hour.
collect seashells.
Oh, sure, yeah. Excellent.
Because we're going.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You already know.
I'm still looking for
Also-
more magical stuff that I think that Amethyst would like.
Sure, absolutely. Zito,
Zito-
you look back and almost the entire squad is just picking up cool looking shells and like, oh, look at this. You're like, oh, that's a good
Sea
one.
You see Robin. She doesn't like the animals very much, but she's found like a starfish too far away, and she's like, ew, 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 ew. And she's bringing it back to the
Patrick
water.
immediately
gross.
takes it.
It is just a stop. Okay, I don't
No,
trust
no,
what you're
I was putting it back in the water.
No. Do you know they
As-
have really interesting regenerative properties?
As everyone's talking, getting louder,
Uh-huh.
Sika is going to be paying more attention to the surroundings.
Okay. Make a perception check.
I could, 11.
11. You don't see anything. But as the wind shifts away from the coastal breeze and a little more of the humidity of the jungle hits you, you could swear you hear something on the wind. It's not a shriek. It's not a roar. It's both.
Assuming Sika is being led by Barbara, he is going to just be like, guys, hold on a sec, and he's just going to take another step to listen again and confirm what he's heard and say there's a sound coming from the direction of the jungle line,
To the north.
and it sounds like a shrieky scream.
It's also distant.
Okay.
Darko's out.
I don't know if we should just a little quieter and be more aware of what's going on around us right now.
That is a good idea, Sika. And he says it pointedly to Kazric and Robin, who are just picking up random shit off the ground. We are in an unknown land with unknown dangers, and some dangers that are known already. This is not the time for seashells and starfish.
You see that half of the starfish, one of his legs, are just out of Kazak's mouth. Yeah.
Why would you? It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Eyes and ears open. Whoever pulls up the rear, make sure you turn around and check behind us every so often. Let's walk.
Locke turns.
Robin's
Starts walking backwards along. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
Robin's gonna look down at Darko and just say, "Keep watch." And Darko just kind of does a consistent circling her, so keeping a
Just, like,
360. Yep. Just like I'm being herded down the beach by a little flame.
In the exact same way, you see that Kazric definitely gets distracted each time he sees something. But what happens is Reggie goes to the next thing for him to continue walking in the line. So he's just following
he's
where
scanning.
Reggie is, and Reggie's also scanning around and then going. So Reggie's also his eyes and ears.
There's a dust plume that kind of slowly tracks behind Reggie, and little bits of paw print shaped glass in the sand from where Darko strides.
Oh, I'm absolutely picking up a couple of those.
Okay.
Hot, 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 hot.
Darko's looking at you like, what are you doing? I don't get it. The scream, this deep, rasping roar, is heard again, louder this time. and on the wind.
Ooh.
Let's get perception checks from everybody as we continue onward.
Would you allow me to technically help Reggie and give Reggie advantage?
Sure. You grab the
Because-
cloud.
I go to grab, but he just floats up.
Yeah. Like the ghost of cotton candy. I don't.
Forbidden cotton candy for sure.
I
Definitely.
got
Lamb.
7.
The
Darko
seltzer.
got 9.
The seltzer of cotton candy. Not great from
seltzer of
Robin or
cotton candy.
Darko. Sick
I got
one.
11.
8, 11.
13.
Can I have an advantage that's already listening?
Yes.
Okay.
Because nobody's what they're listening for. So it makes
It's so bad.
sense.
Not dirty 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
You hear the direction this time. It's not just the wind. And you, as you turn to look into the forest and try to scrutinize, there's a faint, what Zito would probably call like a sniper lens glare. But it's a reflection of some kind. And it's not in the forest. It's in the sky. And this draws your attention and you zoom in. Enhance, zoom in, enhance, dirty 20. And your whole intestines goes tight and cold as you recognize the long wingscape of a dragon.
Ah.
Distant.
Ah.
It is white against the clouds, just missing it, but it's light as the as its temperature is moving through the clouds, kind of crystallize. The water crystallizes along the wingspan and shatters off with every beat. That bit of almost sparkle shifting away from it in the wing pattern. That's what caught your eye.
Ooh. Sika is going to not make any drastic changes to his movement, but raise up just a small enough voice so people know, like, please don't react fast or sharply. But there is what seems to be a white dragon above us in such general direction.
Oh. Good.
No.
We should start heading towards the tree line.
It's probably already clocked us, but I do agree.
At least we'll have some cover.
Okay, the party
Now,
takes
nobody
majority of the
panic.
party moves towards the tree line, dipping into the forest.
When I was
No.
seeing it fly, was it towards our direction? Or
No.
was... Oh. Okay. Because Sika... I'm just finding out that Sika has an innate fear with these hands. He's like, don't go too close to the trees. At least walk where you can see the floor. But that dragon was not going in our direction. It's in that direction, but not coming towards us.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on the party.
Okay. You go to cast it and you wait because Kazric has not declared that he's moving towards the tree line. And you look back because they all need to be within a certain range of you to gain the benefits from the jump. You also notice that Locke has stayed promptly next to Kazric. And is kind of looking to see what Kazric does.
Really quickly, I didn't want to interrupt. I know that in the world we know about people riding dragons and things. Is that something my clan knows about?
Yes, the nobility are pretty open about the fact that they ride dragons.
Great. What would his mom have told him if about ever seeing one?
That you would
closer?
be outmatched.
Oh, not in form of combative measures, but more so like is seeing a dragon, not the majesty of the dragon, but if Cadric ever saw a dragon, what would be like the preventative steps of something? What would the clan do?
The clan would immediately, the Fune would immediately pack up and
Tribe.
scooch, assuming, the tribe, assuming that there was not a rider. A rider has control over the dragon and can guide the dragon through society. You can't tell from here if that's the case. Riderless dragons are uncommon. Very uncommon. You get a lot of wild drakes, a lot of wild wyverns and the like. Also, as an aside, no one has seen a metallic dragon in eons.
Right. Okay. Then I think for a moment he's just like you can almost see like the processing of what do I do? And then seeing that the party has moved, he's going to scurry.
Okay, walk, wordlessly follow step.
Once they're in range, I'll oof, and just black fog starts to kind of like emanate from Darko and me, and we cover everybody in a bit of a veil.
Okay. The party begins moving through the forest. Sika?
Still, like, as much as he has watched the dragon, he is still, like, watching that forest.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah. It's safe. Yeah, it's smart. Party moves through the forest, taking in every bit of detail, keeping track of things. You stop being able to see the sky, and you've traded two different types of horror. Because now you don't see the dragon.
I didn't think we went into the forest. I thought we were just walking on the line outside of it.
That's true, and you could step out towards the open and take another look and another gander.
Okay.
Smart.
Definitely think keeping tabs on it would be
the smarter thing. Yeah.
And
I would say
like,
just right on the edge
probably,
of the tree line for sure.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
And then like I'd have Darko be like, go check, and he'd do a little fly out of the fog and Darko. There's a dog head, like at the edge of a fence.
Hi, fuck you.
Hi. I don't see it, Mom. Oh shit, there it is.
Then you would notice as its sweeping gait over the hours does start to head towards your region. And you start to hear the thunders.
Hide.
Yeah.
Hide.
Get low.
Hide. Is there a hole? Is there a cave?
There's the trees, and make a perception check, Robin.
Yeah.
And while that's happening, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. I was just really excited because I rolled really well. 21.
21. You see...
While that's happening, really quickly, the way it's moving now, if that he was raised by a druid, he knows. Well, it's not a beast. He understands, how something would operate. Does it seem like it is searching for something? Is it looking for food or whatever? Or does it seem like, because we can't see a rider just yet, but does it seem like there's a lot more intent in what it's doing versus just kind of doing a general sweep?
It does seem to be searching for something in that every now and then it will bank around and investigate something further and kind of swooping low.
Because most beasts won't return to something they've already looked at unless
dragons are intelligent.
They are. Oh, absolutely. So he's just trying to figure out what they might be dealing. But yeah, absolutely hide.
Roll stealth, gang.
And
We get
then
I don't know how
+10
Pat-
from
Plus 10.
plus 10.
I'll roll for lock.
Great.
got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30.
29.
But what did I see with my 21?
You saw a old tree that has since toppled. The earth has kind of taken over it, and there's almost a Shire-esque, Hobbit hole-esque tunnel of rotted wood that you might be able to venture into this trunk with relative ease. It's a pretty big tree.
Oh, there's a tree.
Okay.
Ew. Please don't give me a splinter.
Sika, what'd you get on that stealth check?
18.
18. Well, I hate to be the guy. I hate to be the one because it's an NPC. But Locke did roll a 1.
Lock.
Thankfully, he's got a +3 and a +10, bringing him up to 14. And so while it is a little clumsy and there is some noise made and the route towards the trunk is not optimal, he does scrabble in beside the party into the tree.
Oh, just Zito would make sure that he's the last person into stuff like this.
Okay.
It's the wall.
You just
Wall
kinda,
of barbarian.
Yeah, you just kind of back
Kind
into
of.
it, back to the party, and
Yeah.
kind of looking at the entrance. And so you get a first-hand glimpse of the first wing beat that's close enough that the trees bend a little. And in one singular wing beat, so does the sand, and one of the waves is pushed back. And you, Zito, have you been in the close proximity of dragons before?
There was that white one on the bridge.
That's true.
Yeah, there's the white one on the bridge that I don't know. I don't know, man. I just got here like 3 days. I got here and then I fought for 3 years. So if dragons were a part of that, then yes.
Dragons would have been a part of that, as the dragon riders would have had a vested interest in warfare.
Oh, and yeah, technically, I would have met Chester when I was very, very young.
True. Okay. The size of the impact belies a large-sized dragon. It's not some ancient colossal thing, but damn it if it didn't feel like it based off of just the wing blasts alone. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate you, Dracon. And out over the beach begins banking around wide. Okay. And you believe you go unseen. The sounds of the jungle slowly returning from the wing beats. But as the dragon begins to fly off, you hear a series of sounds that, above the table to the players, would sound like a bunch of bowling balls clonking down to the ground. Maybe 3 or 4 of them. On the other side, on the far side of the tree, distantly. And as the party sits there, go ahead and post the picture, Annie, of the eye.
I.
These arcane stone eyes sweep the jungle. They enter soundlessly in a wave and move throughout the area. Kazric, you look through one of the cracks in the trees and you see one of these eyes just floating past flitting around, taking in everything, and you see the other ones past it. They're in kind of a loose formation as they're just sweeping through the jungle.
Two things. One, have I ever seen anything like that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But
Fair.
eyeballs
I-
look.
Yeah, eyeballs look fair. Yeah, I didn't know the tribe travels around, so I don't know what they've seen in the past. Two, while Zito was standing in formation, was standing to be kind of like that wall, as Taylor said. He would feel one of his pockets get tugged just a little bit.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Zito, as you would see a small red vial being dropped into your pocket as he's giving you the potion of healing. Just in case. He's gonna.
Zito is going to he doesn't have his hammer anymore, but he still has the sword that he wears with his dress uniform. It's just like a very like ornate rapier sort of thing. So he's just gonna have that at the ready.
Okay.
Robin is gonna get ready to, with the ring, cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Once as many eyes as we can see or think are out there are within range of the Fairy Fire.
You hold your action.
Yep.
Are we, and just for understanding, are you initiating whether they are hostile or not?
I'm making perception checks.
No. I'm asking.
Oh, the initiation of the held action is specifically aggression, Taylor, or
For me, mine's once they're all close enough to be hit with it.
Okay. To that point, it seems there's a hole in their formation. And as they sift through and sweep through the jungle, you go undiscovered.
Whew.
And soon the begins to dissipate, but not before everyone gets one more perception check at this dragon with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Disadvantage. You're peeking through trees and shit. You got the overhang of the canopy.
Well, that was a 1 on the first roll, so don't even need to.
You're like, that was a
That's
health potion.
Darko got a
6.
nat 1. I got an 18.
What was the check again, sir?
Perception at
Perception.
disadvantage.
Oh, and then that boy.
22.
Whoa! Dirty 20 for Reggie.
Hey.
Let's go.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Darko's just licking his paw.
Crown. Kazric.
I
There is.
think Sika got higher than Reggie did.
Oh yeah, I scale upwards with
good.
pertinent information.
Slay.
Kazric, there is a rider. Sika, that's Holic. Wearing a set of armor that does not match House Thorn.
Excuse me?
That fucking prick.
I'm about to
So
make it
Sika-
worse.
Sika's gonna look up, and before he says anything, am I able to, at the distance, identify what armor, house, or whatever it is he's wearing?
Annie, post the pictures.
Hey.
Thank you, Annie. Specifically, all of the ones pertaining to Holic Thorn.
Under his breath, he's going to still have a little bit of a thing, loud enough just so the people nearby can hear him. Just like, that's Holic, but he's not wearing House Thorn's Signa's armor. He's something different.
House Thorn likes their silvers and their whites and their blues.
I can make him a thirst trap.
I stand by this, dude. I stand by the appearance I chose for him.
I'm not complaining.
And Chad, if
I
you
am
would
not
like to see,
complaining.
you can head over to the Discord, the Terraform channel after you.
I can change him.
Yes, exactly.
I can fix that.
I crowdsourced his appearance, and
Give me that man in real life, Neil.
I mean, palm
and
tree
every
neck
single
tattoos
person I
does
bounced off of
scream
went, that's a
rich
punchable
douchebag.
face. What'd you say, Ben?
No, so that face looks like it's been punched too many times. There's a difference between punchable faces look exclusively like they haven't been punched before, and that's why they act the way that they do.
For the sake
They've
of our
never had
conversations,
consequences.
Take
This
a
man
punch
has
face.
had consequences. He's gonna still get more.
Oh, yeah.
for the sake of our,
I have
for the
2
sake of our
consequences for
conversations,
him.
He looks like a young Hook.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
The
mustache
armor
too.
is green, and you don't immediately recognize it, but this is the thing that's going to make you hate Holic even more. It smacks of stolen valor.
What?
Stolen valor.
Ben's face. Ben's face.
Ben, we need a military
That's on my bingo card.
debrief.
Smacks of stolen valor?
Mhm.
Smacks?
Yeah, it
Stolen
tastes
valor
of- it
is
is
the
akin-
concept
it
of
belies
like
stolen valor.
someone who has decided to dress up in military cosplay for with the express written intent to gain themselves some sort of like discount or otherwise positive favor, like somebody
Someone who pretends to
on,
be
like,
military for the perks.
going to like Home Depot in your uniform so you can get that 10% discount, and then somebody looks at you and goes, "You look like a fucking soup sandwich of a fucking dick. You have a beard, your collar's popped, you didn't fucking serve. You just bought this shit at like a Navy Army surplus store. Who are you?" And they go, "Oh, I'm so and so." And you're like, "What unit were you in?" They go, the one that was," and they go, "Nope, there would be a 3-number. Usually it's 3 numbers. What's your unit? Who's your captain? I'm gonna even if you have this information, I will find your commanding officer. I will call them right now. I will make sure that you lose this uniform and all of your rank and all of your pay."
They are hated.
But that you don't have.
They're hated. And if you needed any more reason to hate Holic, he probably didn't earn that suit of armor. That armor hasn't even been tailored to represent his house colors. He's out here sweeping the jungle with a different house, maybe? A different house's armor? Maybe some other faction?
Is he shitty Batman?
No.
See what Omega is thinking, but Kazakh is definitely not, because he don't know nothing about this man really. Is that he's parading around in someone else's outfit, so if something goes wrong, it doesn't go back to House Storm.
Ooh. That's smart thinking.
But Kazakh's just like, huh?
You guys don't have different colored shirts?
We didn't really wear. I mean, we wear. Look at Kazakh is just wearing an apron and pants. Not even wearing a shirt. He's just wearing an apron and pants. So we're clear. Just, are we good? We okay? Do we go? Is he gone?
Feel like everything.
How long has he been gone?
Let's say 5 minutes have passed since you've been able to hear a wing flap.
Oh, I definitely want to wait a little bit longer then.
Okay.
Zito will venture a couple steps out.
Okay. You take a look. Make a perception check.
Come on, baby. 18.
You don't see any eyes. You don't see any dragon. You don't hear a dragon. You do hear a voice someone relatively nearby, north, speaking the language you know as Elvish. You've been killing you some elves.
No, I would recognize that. I don't understand it.
God, I hope someone here speaks Elvish.
Oh,
Bard!
give
Let's
me an
go,
orc.
Shane.
Give me an orc and I caught it.
You told
If
me
you
that
need
this was
giant.
involving elves this season, so I power pushed it.
I could probably
Kazakh
do
also-
Being
giant
a demon or an
Okay.
orc.
and Leonin.
Good.
Kazakh also understands Elvish.
Hey, let's go.
Listen, nomadic tribe. I got a bunch of different ones.
What do you do with this information?
I'll turn back to the squad.
Crowd's reaction.
Hand over mouth. Bring Kazric out.
Well, this is fascinating. Yes, fascinating. If this is true, I must write this down. Let's see.
I'm gonna point Kazric's head at the direction of the conversation.
It seems to be a one-sided conversation. Someone expositing.
Dad, am I allowed to speak?
I'll bring you back into the tree.
The last thing you hear is anti-magic field. Interesting.
Uh-oh. What is it? What's
What
out
did
there?
he say? There's a man.
Something about ants and magic?
What did they say? What's going on? Something about elves and magic. Sorry, no shade. No shade.
He said, sorry, I was kind of confused. And I thought you were saying that like you were trying to speak and I couldn't understand. Something about ants and magic and
Ew, I hated bugs.
talking to himself and anti-magic. Anti-magic.
Oh wait, anti-magic?
What's that?
It's like where like you can't do magic, right?
Oh, that sounds boring. I mean, I really do magic.
I don't really either.
I'm a man of
I just know that
science.
it's not good.
It would very much affect you. All magic, not just spells.
Also, like the items.
Oh, so like Darko.
Is it
Sure.
contest magic or?
Oh yes.
Yeah, he says. Yeah, he's talking. I think it's one person. I think. He's actually gonna look over at Sega. Can you understand better? Because I guess I wasn't really. Do you speak English?
I do. Sika's going to tilt his head over to try and listen to more of the conversation.
Okay. Such a strange alignment of these stones. I don't. This is big.
Apparently,
17th
There-
subject found.
Excuse me.
Beginning the sketch now. I will do my best. Thankfully, these are all very geometric in nature, slanting from smaller stones to larger, in different formations. And this formation seems to be an anti-magic field.
See? Ants and magic.
so it sounds like, well, he's gonna just like tilt his mouth back so he can direct his voice towards the people near him while still trying to pick up anything else I've said. This individual is an elf, and they are talking about a formation of stones on the ground, and they are documenting them. They are saying that there are stones ranging from smaller to larger size, and the formation that they're in is apparently, if I'm correct, they're creating an anti-magic field, or they would create an anti-magic field, but they're very interested. And something about a subject 17.
Well, I don't understand what any of that means, but I do know that we did have some questions for an elf.
We do. Do you know what an anti-magic field is, though? I just want to make sure.
I mean,
It means no magic. I just want to make sure you got that. You said you didn't understand what any of
Yes.
that means, but I just want to make sure.
Oh, I'm sorry, which one of us fought at a fucking war for 3 years?
Not me, but you said you didn't understand what it meant, so I thought I'd ask.
I mean, they wanted me to fight in the war, and I said, nah.
Let's go get ourselves an elf.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we?
Hearing the aspect of a magical anti-magic field, Sika is going to remember the feeling when he was around Lady Elsinore,
Lady Elstro.
Elsa, and try and see if when he walks towards, if we do, if there's a similar feeling.
The party moves deeper into the jungle. Not far, but maybe 200 or so, maybe 100 or so feet through some dense foliage. And you find yourselves walking into and seeing into a dense patch of forest. A lot of underbrush, which has been moved aside, almost excavated, maybe with magic. Well, no, not with magic, because anti-magic field. But an elf woman, femme presenting, is squatted down and looking at these stones, and you can see that all around are more of these eyeballs, these stone eyeballs, and they have clunked to the ground, inert, foiled by the anti-magic field. And he posted a picture of the stones for me. I saw these on Instagram and went, oh, this is cool. But the stones are varied in size and
Cool.
slowly slant outwards to form this beautiful circle of stones. And you would imagine, Sika, any closer, you're probably about 30 feet away now. Any closer, you would likely step into that anti-magic field. And as the party did not declare they were trying to be stealthy or anything like that, she's going to
Well,
Yes.
half pass without
Obvious.
Trace on.
roll stealth.
Of course we're gonna be stealthy.
Yeah. We're gonna
Gotta
go
make sure
kidnap
we're
an elf
declaring
as
it.
loud and noisily as possible.
Gotta make sure.
I have
Yeah.
streamers.
I declare my comeuppance, I herald my entry. Bar,
plus
still-
herald me.
pass without trace, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 30 from Zito.
28.
23 from Locke.
31.
35.
Oh.
Listen, Zito's just happened to be included in the stealth thing.
Okay, thank God for a plus 15 from the Pass Without Trace. Reggie got a 16.
Before the party though gets any
The natural
closer,
one.
he is going to just signal to the party that as of this moment, where his hand is where the anti-magic field appears.
Okay. She pops up, continues walking around the circle. She is fully absorbed with this. She continues kind of muttering to herself about the various appearances.
Zito's gonna try to like convey the message of
Oh.
I rush in and you three spread out, but this is what it looks like. Just
Okay.
turns and goes.
While you're doing that, Robin, Sika, Kazric, you all watch as Locke, dead-eyed, pulls a very nasty knife and walks under the arm of Zito and starts moving towards this elf.
Grabs him.
Okay,
Can I-
you
yeah,
grab a hold of him.
I'd like to make a grab. at him,
Kazric
too.
also grabs. All right, the whole party. The whole
Sick
party's
is
like,
doing
Stockpile.
Sick has no reason to stop this person.
Oh, well,
from doing
I
anything.
think like
hang
if
on.
Robin
Something
and
happened here,
Zito,
actually. For reasons that aren't super clear immediately. Yeah, everyone.
I think
I'm so sorry. Real quick, everyone. Well, actually, you go ahead. You go ahead.
yeah, just really quickly, just so it's clear, it seems like Robin and Zito are a little more forceful. I've known him technically the longest. He's put a hand on his shoulder like, wait, what's happening?
Okay. Yeah. Much more.
Why are you going? We don't know this person yet.
Okay. Sick is like, get him. or if you will, sick him.
Hey.
Hey. Puns.
I approve this.
To everyone's surprise, they need to make a dex check to grab a hold of him. The DC is 19.
Just a flat dex check or like a sleight of hand or
Flat dex check. As without seeming to even look at the party, he begins weaving just out of reach and moving forward with murder in his eyes.
Oh, I need an 18.
Got a 9.
That's
an 8 for
11.
me.
Okay. He's moving forward.
Can I try Darko?
Yeah, sure.
Get him, boy. Oh. 19. No, 16.
Plans are going out
Well,
the
if-
wind quickly, Zito. What do you do?
I'm back me up, and I'm just gonna sprint. I'm just gonna try to run past him and then
Huh.
tackle.
Okay. You
the
go
elf.
back me up. Her head snaps around and you get moving. She's going to turn and quickly dart to what she believes would be A, away from you, and B, the fastest route out of the anti-magic field. And
Keep running, or
she's
she'll kill us.
moving. Locke, this is maybe something that Zito will react to, but I feel like you ran past. Locke, once he sees the face, slows down a little bit. A little less sure. A trauma response, if you will. The former, not the current.
Yeah, I probably would be past him at this point.
You quickly and this elf caught unawares is going to make a contested grapple check with you, and she is going to roll a disadvantage.
And I'm 30 feet away from him.
22.
Yes, you have not moved into the anti-magic field. 22 certainly beats my 12. And you hear her
Funk
go,
boy.
"Shit," and she starts moving quick, but you quickly come in sideways like, and just it go. How do you tackle this person? I've got a funny picture in my head, but I want to see what you said.
So I see Locke going and with murderous intent. Okay, well now I have to get to her first. So now, and just I mean, way too fast for someone this size to be moving.
Kind of like when the Hulk
and she,
first
like-
showed up in Avengers and was like, "Oh shit, he's fast too."
Yeah, very, very much like she looks up deer in headlights and turns and goes, no. And then I'm going, we don't want to hurt you. And then just full tackle, just shoulder into a perfect form tackle. Like high school football coaches are taking notes. They're like, whoa, okay. Get her onto the ground and go, I'm not trying to hurt you. Well, I am trying to catch you.
She responds with, "Then do so quietly." Holy shit.
Robin is just-
Sorry, I mean, sometimes
you're good,
saving
you're good,
somebody
you're
doesn't. What's your name?
Halavathea. What's your name?
My name is. Can we have our first break?
You note that she says this, yes. You note that she says this as she's quickly moving about her person and is pulling out a long needle. And that's where we're going to go to our first break. Enjoy this phenomenal promo of Heinefall. Right around the corner. Do get your tickets. And where... Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me mute that real quick. Hello, thank you so much. Heck. Oh, thank you, Annie. I appreciate you. Let me turn off the solo stream alerts real quick. I don't know if that came through on y'all's end, but
Oh, I did.
oh, my bad, because that was loud.
Yeah, bring.
Also, it's not even supposed to be that sound. It's supposed to be like dubstep, like trap music. We'll work on it. Should be good to go now. Onwards. You have tackled this elf. The elf does not seem to be immediately aggressive until that long needle is slowly worked up to the side of your neck. Not attacking you, just holding it there. It's very nice
Robin
to meet
is-
you.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Robin is just kind of like doing this in front of Locke, between Locke and the two on the ground.
Absolutely.
I think Kaz's gotten a little closer because he's concerned about Locke's well-being for a moment, and then looking over at Zito on the ground with Halavathea, I like the name, and also seeing, is the needle visible?
What fizzles?
Sorry, is the needle visible?
Yes, it is. Looks like maybe stone or metal that's not very shiny. Not sure which, but it's just a long, thin line of ominous intent.
Fair.
Okay. We just have a few questions for you, and I'm not completely ignoring the needle you have put at my neck, but I'm also not completely ignoring the fact that if you kill me, there are 4 more behind me that will then kill you.
I wouldn't kill you.
Great. So drop the needle, and we can have a normal conversation
A
about
normal
what's going
conversation would not have us so entangled, my friend.
on. You're right. This is far from a normal conversation. Are you on the side of or against the side of the floating eyeballs?
I am not with the side of the floating eyeballs. I did not know of their presence.
I'm gonna ease up. Not gonna completely let her go, but I am gonna.
Okay. She's gonna make an insight check on you. Ooh, 19. She pauses for a second and then slowly tucks it away into the back of her hair.
My intent is never to kill when kill is not necessary. I simply have a few questions about the goings on of this island.
There are many strange things here, yes.
Yes. I'm gonna kind of look over at Kazric, just as if to say, "Oh no, there are two of them." Are you familiar with what do we call them? Were they robots?
Warforged.
Okay. Are you familiar with the Warforged in the ocean?
Make an insight check as she goes, metal folk, yes. I would think they'd rust.
It's a 12.
It's a guarded answer, but seems possible. She doesn't know what you're talking about. I said with maximum side eye.
Bombastic side eye.
Bombastic side eye.
While they're talking, Locke is not going to do anything. Kazric is going to just step over and give a non-verbal. Again, Kazric is almost, in a weird way, you can almost see every single potential path of fate Kazric can go on. That's how fragile he typically is. You never know exactly where he's going to go until he makes the decision. Right now, he's very calm. And he looks at Robin firstly and gives you a non-verbal thank you, actually, like a nod, like a thank you. And he's going to, why did you want to, you look like you want to, eviscerate them or something?
You're saying to Locke?
Yeah.
I need to check something on this individual, but I may have reacted poorly. And a little bit of his younger self kind of emerges as the adrenaline starts coming down. And he's like, I've had some interesting and painful interactions with druids.
Just takes the smallest of boy.
Nah.
Considering I'm druid light.
And I know a few things about the elves, and he's gonna kind of step forward. Not necessarily aggressively, but he gets in close to this pretzel. Oh, sorry, Robin, you are in the way. He's gonna stop and kind of lock eyes with you.
Zito is talking right now. Maybe you can wait.
Okay. He just kind of watches quietly. You notice a tick, Robin. The jawline right here, like that muscle that some of the actors will clench to show emotion, is kind of twitching. He's not clenching it. There's just kind of a spasm there.
Okay.
He's gonna take a crouch.
Robin's just gonna kind of be the in-between till Zito's done doing what Zito needs to do.
Okay.
Zito, meanwhile, is just kind of over his shoulder. I am more of the go get them person.
Well, when she's safe, bring her over.
You and the elf share a glance of like, how are you going to determine that? By what metric shall you gauge my potential?
Do you have any pets?
No.
Have you heard of air jail?
I can't say that I have.
Okay, well, I'm going to put you in air jail. It won't harm
But
you.
we're in an anti-magic field. What do you do?
I'm just gonna, grab her arms, pin her arms to her body, just so she can't move them, and just lift her up off of the ground, and then just walk her over.
She's pointedly like taking in everything from this height, like, oh, this is what a Goliath sees, kind of a emotion. Very unafraid of the situation that they find themselves in, and Locke kind of looks to you, Robin. He's gonna get up and very quietly under his breath. Thanks for being my touchstone for that. And he's gonna step past. Take a real close look at her face. And at one point he's gonna reach up and like push his finger along this, like up right into the cheekbone. And he's gonna pull it back and goes, okay, she's not nobility. She doesn't have the tan lines of the masks, so we'd see it here if she had them. She's not likely an enemy to the people of Pardon, at least. Depends on where you stand, I guess.
Honestly, I'd have to see my contract again.
I would say to House Thorn would see this person as a civilian.
Okay. I'm gonna put her down gently.
Oh.
That was air jail.
It's not bad.
My name is Zito Barbera. I am from a different plane of pain, you will say. Pain of existence. Yes.
That's interesting. She's gonna step up and
Yep. Okay.
do a singular poke.
Real. Very much real. Very much here. Yep.
Yes, hello everyone. I am, hello there. I am from the Elven Lands, and I've come here looking into the Weirways here. There's, if I'm believing what I've been told by Hamian, there are Fae here, and what I've been seeing so far, I found these adorable little people wearing wooden shoes.
Yes. The Whibbles.
Whibbles! And she's gonna turn and start writing it down.
You didn't ask their name?
I didn't speak with them at all.
Oh, why not?
Oh, I don't know. And he turns to Robin. Maybe she's doing observational research?
I like hands-on.
I know.
Gonna step up. You step up just a little bit. Look back to make sure that Sika isn't too far. What was that needle?
Oh, a paralytic that I found. And she kind of pulls it back out slowly and hands it to you.
I have to make a wisdom saving throw.
You want a cool rock?
I have to make a wisdom saving
I will
throw.
ready an action to pull away the needle if he goes to lick it.
Oh
Give-
no!
Give me a DC. I have rolled. Give me a DC.
Taking in your character as a whole, what's your wisdom modifier?
No, I want you to know.
Okay, I'll put this at a solid 13.
Okay, that's 11. What's Zito doing? Because as he gets the needle, you see him going.
I'm grabbing your wrist and I'm pulling. No. Bad. Bad.
I wanted to know.
Give the needle back to the elf woman.
I wanted to play.
I know.
You're
I
very
know, and that
physical
is the
being.
problem, isn't? Well, sometimes, if you're not, people lick paralytic agents.
How are they gonna grow?
How are they going to know?
I like that.
Conversation for a different day, I suppose.
Um,
Would you look at the sky? It's
What is
there.
your name, Goblin?
Oh. I won't lick it. You can tell he really wants to, but he's not going to. I think if Zito says his hand, he's not going to move his hand. He just really wants to. He looks back at Halawate. Yeah, Kazik.
It's a good name.
Yeah. Where did you get this stuff from?
Oh, I found it. I found it here. Washed up on the beach.
Oh. What was it? Is there
Not
more at the
sure yet.
beach?
I found a few interesting things, yes, but I didn't find anything quite like this.
Oh. So this is the only one.
You can keep it.
I just I can keep it.
Do not lick it.
I won't lick it. I will research. Well, I also have the bird thing, and if I combine this with a little bit of this essence, and I think I
You
kind
pull out the barb from the kraken. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar material.
Yeah. Well, he's like, oh, I take the barb, and I take a little bit of this, and then I distill it, and then I add it to. Oh, I might be able to. He starts realizing that. Oh, okay. He looks at your decorative sword that you have, right, Zito?
Yeah, the ornate.
The ornate. He says, oh, you could tell that he is formulating so many different formulations. He's gonna go into work mode.
Zito's gonna look back at Halavathair and go, I just want you to know if that is the same sort of paralytic agent that he has. You would have been dead well before that worked on me. I killed that kraken with my bare hands.
We killed the kraken together.
Yes.
Kraken. My goodness. You are
Why do
capable
people
folk.
keep grasping the wrong parts of my threats? I do not understand.
Oh, I believe you. You just caught me with my book out. Anti-magic.
What is it that you are studying here?
Roll persuasion.
This is why I fucking brought her back in air jail. What is my persuasion? A -1. Okay, here we go, folks.
I believe in you.
That's an
Got
18, 17.
Hey.
We're good.
Well, from the Elven lands, and I realize I'm maybe in what would be considered right now to be enemy territory, but We elves have a long-standing tradition of binding ourselves to nature, and the nature here is very unique, and there's not a lot of it. And I think it would be a shame if it all burned to the ground. And
would it
I...
burn to
Okay, yes. Hey. Those
Don't
last
interrupt
words
her.
you said.
What was your name, sweetie?
Me? Oh. Oh, I didn't think you could hear me. Hi, my name's Ash.
Hello. You can call me, Thea or Vath.
Okay.
A lot of what I've seen of the war, many of the people in charge on my side have been spurning nature, using it more than the traditional binding with it. And I'm gathering evidence of that and putting together, you might call it in these parts a dissertation of a type, as to why this island should be preserved. What worries me is I have to use the word spared.
Who's spared means that something is like threatening to like get rid of it. What's threatening to get rid of it?
My people. They're threatening to get rid of all of it. She looks in the direction back towards the mainland. It's
Hey.
rather disturbing.
Why?
I wouldn't know how to unpack that. I don't know. Why do we go to war?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Contract.
So, money?
Yes. Money, life experience, get out of the house.
A career choice, you could say.
Oh, what is Halavathea like wearing? Does she look like, traditional, like super dressed up elf, or
Not super dressed up, kind of big cloak. If the hood was up, could easily obscure features. Worn leather armor. That's all that's immediately available. Worn boots.
does this kind of seem like she's actively trying to make herself not appear elvish?
Likely that's
Usually
what the
they
hood's
would
for,
be.
but if they're a caster at all, it's pretty easy to hide.
Right. I usually think of like the elves being more like, at least like above the table. Every time we run into them, save like Philo, they've been more or less like really fairly like ornate and like
Yeah, wearing strange muzzles, bony thin, kind of ominous.
but she doesn't have any of this stuff.
No, she certainly doesn't look atrophied.
Sika, will you? I don't know how fashion or magic work, but most elves I've seen don't appear like.
She has a little twirl.
Is there some weird fashion or fashion magic or magic that she is using to?
But we're in a no magic
That's
place.
Sika just sighs as he just like points at Rob and just like, and he walks in to join in on the
Hmm.
conversation.
I'm sorry, I can't feel magic, and therefore I also can't feel no magic. So la dee da. Vita's just gonna go like take a walk and kick a rock on the beach.
So Sika walks in, of course, like his hair dulls down and stuff like that, and things. And so he's like, "There's nothing that she can be doing inside here to change her looks, unless she, for some reason, has something that could repel this, which I don't know if that's even common. But
I'm so sorry. Are you Illuminant?
he is his demeanor just changes, and like Cockhead turn and looks at her, it's just like,
He's a mystery.
Take your walk, old man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
if that
yes.
was forward.
I like forwardness. I just am still very not used to people.
Naturally. I found in a ruin not too far from here some interesting depictions of your people and your people before they were luminans.
The Emery? Frequent?
Yes. Have an inspiration.
Yay. A sense of hope gets filled inside of Seka at the moment. Is it? Can you tell me anything, or
I don't have much. I can show you where it is, but there's something that moved in. Something
Living.
nasty. I didn't stick around very long to find out what it was.
he looks to the party at a needing concern to figure out more what's in there. Of course, not something that any of them would understand because he hasn't had that conversation with them. But
what is your physical? You know,
it's more like his face is looking to them in the sense of like urgency,
okay.
to get there. Yeah, I need to go there.
Well, we wanted to check out the ruins anyways.
Yeah, we got the ruin, and if there's something that moved in, I think. I mean, to be fair, I don't really know what everybody can do and stuff because I kind of left because I was bored. But I think we can handle it.
He's gonna look back to her and just be like, "If you know what I am, what's your opinion?"
I think you're neat.
Good enough for me.
Oh, also, really quickly, sorry, Lux, are you doing?
No.
Oh. What is it? You didn't, do? Oh, I thought... Oh. Never mind.
I am not privileged enough to be able to enter a druidic circle.
What?
Privileged? What do you mean?
They are the highest in our society. The druid circles are the aristocracy where I'm from. Is it not like that here? No, it's not like that here.
No.
No.
Wizards rule the realms of humans.
When it comes to your people, and it comes to, I guess, if druids were your higher form of society, I think is how I'll put it in this sense. Why this island? Why do you wish to do what you do here?
Well, we all of us are kingdom is engrossed in nature. Our cities are walking trees. And then she kind of realizes,
What? What do you mean walking trees?
massive trees. City-sized
Like how-
trees.
I look at Locke.
You look at Locke. I'm sorry, it was the Locke looks at you nervously, guiltily, and kind of folds in on himself a little bit.
Unpack, or whatever they say. Well, you don't have to worry about that really here. We're gonna get the big trees and druids start thing. My mom's an arch druid, and I don't really think that she would be like, oh, you can't join because.
Harmony, that's. I need to write that down.
You need to write down my mom.
Why are you writing this information down? I heard before you were talking about this. I'm sorry for eavesdropping. It's just something that I'm kind of good at doing. You mentioned things inside of this formation. These rocks are making this anti-magic field, but also I'm going to take a stab at here. Please don't take it that I'm in any other way than just pure information. What is subject 17?
Oh, this was the 17th stone formation that I found. Yes, and if I am correct, there is a Fey presence here. A new Fey presence.
A new one.
Yes.
It's not the little things that we found.
Yes,
before,
I think
right?
that's I think they're a part of it. Ever
Are
since
they
the
the ones
Weirways opened, I think the Fae have come here. And if that's true, then surely they would be a friend to the elves.
If they're going to be friends to the elves, then why would the elves want to burn down this island?
I think I'm the first to discover this information. And and not just of course the elves, but and gestures to Kazric, but other species that have their origins in the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the glimmer of excited what's the word I'm looking for? Really hyped to learn about shit.
Enthusiastic?
Like,
Yeah, enthusiasm.
Curiosity.
Joy of discovery.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
will
there's a lot of
you
that.
Sika is taking as much as he can in this information of the Fae and also the 17 circles. And if this one's an anti-magic field, he's going to be questioning more of what the other ones could be. When you entered these other 17 circles, were they all anti-magic fields?
No, some of them I'm not sure what they were capable of. I couldn't surmise what they were for. A few of them had some other effects, and then she goes, and then she like locks up still, and you hear once again.
Oh no!
And
Hide.
she quickly moves, with the party, maybe back to the log, or you guys want to move to a different spot.
how far away is that ruin?
Maybe an hour's travel. Depends on how crossing the river goes.
Well,
Oh.
How far away is the dragon from here? Is it coming this way?
Huge.
How far away is that That I guess the log is not that far away.
No. Mad dash for the log might be prudent.
Yeah. So the question there is like, is this like sprint to the log now type of wing beat?
You're picking up on the wing beat. It's getting louder. But again, with this jungle, the foliage is overcast. You can't see into the sky almost at all.
I'm going to sprint as silently as I can.
The pictures you sent are all rocks on beaches, so in my head we were on the beach.
Oh yeah,
Which-
fair. We in the
Yeah,
we in
no,
the thick of it.
Okay, he's coming back. We have to hide again. That log worked the first time. I'm not sure if it will work the second time, but it is the best that we have.
Moving
Let's go.
back to the log.
Hey,
Once the party leaves the anti-magic field and moves into the log, Halavathea is going to cast silence.
ooh. Oh, dang it. I wanted to whisper
And
a
all
question
of
to
the
her.
immediate crickets. Oh no! All of the
You're
immediate
good.
cricket sounds stop, and you can feel the wing beats, but you don't hear them anymore. And then you feel the dragon land. It doesn't seem to be getting immediately closer to you, but rather the stones.
I figured they'd be looking for the eyeballs that are no
The
longer
eyeballs.
operating.
Yep. They got stopped.
Oh, and I really thought about picking one up too. So
I'm amazed we didn't pick one up.
If it's okay for me doing a recall question, when I identified his
The
armor,
serpentine bracers?
the armor,
Sorry.
was it metallic?
Hmm?
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I understood what his armor was. It was just I know the cover side, I just didn't know if he was wearing
Yeah,
metal.
plate
or if he-
mail with swaths of green fabric.
Perfect. Okay. Sika, in the silence, is going to pull out a piece of this parchment, and he's going to write a question to her, asking if she knows anything about what he is wearing. No? Okay. Okay, he's going to write underneath, he's an asshole. It's like, feel free to kill him if you can. I don't
This,
like
Robin
this
just
drives
nods.
home the danger of the moment for her. It seems like, and she just starts trying to like look out into the surroundings.
Is there any way that I can like, I don't know, get down low to the ground in an effort to like try to feel more of the vibrations since I can't hear anything?
Sure, make a perception check at disadvantage.
I also want to make sure the party did not see the kill part of the question on the thing.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just for her.
Okay.
Zito wouldn't be looking inward.
Same.
You said at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, rats pajamas. Oh, that was gonna be really good, and now it's gonna be 12.
Okay. Stones are being knocked over. You can vaguely feel some of the bigger ones being toppled.
Am I able to tell whether just if it's moving nearer or farther away? That is, are the vibrations getting bigger or smaller?
Right now it's consistent as they are destroying the standing stone circle of the Fae.
Okay.
From where we
I don't know why
are,
when you said stones, my brain did not think about the weird stone circle that we literally just found.
from
Sorry.
sorry.
Robin had a question.
Oh, I don't have a question. I was gonna do something. Okay, so while we're kind of like sitting there and like listening to like the pounding and it all getting distracted, I feel very safe. The fact that it's silent and Zito's right there. So I'm gonna follow Sika's example and she's gonna pull out her notebook. And she's gonna write into it and she's just gonna be like, "You said the words, oh, harmony, the way people would say, oh, gods. Who's harmony? Question mark. Shows it to her.
Yeah.
Harmony
Answer
was
the question.
a lesser god
Elf lady.
on the island off the coast and is since been slain.
Oh. It's a god that's been slain?
Underlines the lesser.
I'm gonna look at the others,
Okay.
and I'm gonna point to me. How does Kazakh do this? I think he goes. Points to Reggie. And points to like my head and his head, and they go back and forth. And I'm gonna give a small nod to Reggie. And Reggie's small, so, just a tumbleweed. And what time of day is it?
It's about early noonish, maybe like 11:30.
Fair. Reggie's going to just try to stick to any like shadows of the trees, and see if he can like get slightly closer to see what's going on.
Okay.
Because he's surprisingly almost actually as stealthy as I am, but can see more, and I can telepathically link. So wherever Reggie figures out, I'll be able to relate to everybody else.
Okay. Reggie tumbles forward. Roll perception on behalf of Reggie. Sika, what were you gonna say?
I'll start too.
From where we are, I know that the thicket is thick, but can I, without revealing myself, see if the stones are just being toppled over or smashed?
You gather toppled.
Okay.
Kazric?
Stealth is 21.
Damn.
Perception is 22.
Okay. You get a good look at Hollick. Scowl on his face while the dragon is busy destroying the Feyan stone circle. He's looking at the scattered marble eyes, these scrying devices, and Reggie notes as the anti-magic field goes down, his eyes take on the exact same bright blue appearance, and the eyes slowly lift up, and he's going to take one last good look around. Not perceive Reggie, and is going to turn, and begins to fly away.
Last thing, as he was scanning, I mean, Reggie's literally a pile of reagents and random things. It's not that he can really understand facial emotion and such, but could he tell or try to figure out the scan? Is it frazzlement? Is he looking for something? Like, can I try to tell some intent of that scan?
Yeah. There's two underlying emotions. One is confusion, the other one is frustration.
And Reggie's going to ponder that for a moment to try to figure out how to tell Kazric, as Omega really quickly comes back and forth, because like I said, Zoom quit unexpectedly, so when I close this thing, Zoom's going to crash. So I'll be
Okay.
right back.
No worries. Zito.
Or maybe I won't.
Yes. Okay. You mentioned earlier that like nobody's seen a metallic dragon in a very, very long time. The dragon that Hollick is riding, is it just like a normal white dragon, or is there something weird or special about it?
Doesn't appear to be anything outside of a younger white dragon. I would say, Zito, something that stands out to you because you're already kind of registering the stolen valor of the situation. House Thorn is known for their sentient marble magic items that choose their owners and will orbit them. He doesn't have one. So either he's not House Thorn, or the marble magic items that are like eons old and are very well renowned and respected wouldn't choose him.
Interesting. He flies away. Okay. I'll look back to Halabathea
Okay.
and just say like,
The snaps are heard and sound returns.
I don't hear no more wing beats.
Nope.
Okay. So Reggie saw.
Mm-hmm.
Did Reggie see the eyeballs fly away as well, or were the eyeballs just
The eyeballs did fly away as well.
okay?
Yeah.
Would have continued sweeping off in the direction following after the dragon.
Okay. I'll give it say about 5-minute beat, and then take a couple steps out for further investigation.
The sounds of the jungle return to you.
Jacob's gonna make his way back to the circle.
Okay. Shattered. Not shattered. Tossed asunder. All of the beauty of it now resulted to seemingly stone pile.
As I don't know if I have to do like a history check with this, but I kind of want to rebuild it.
Can I assist Sika?
You may.
You can make a check
Everybody was gonna try
because
to do that.
you can see that Kazric's visibly not happy about. He now has a personal reason not to like Holly. He has not had one until now.
Okay.
What do I need to roll?
I think we're gonna need a few here. The two of you put your heads together and start chatting about what you recall and stuff like that. So first we get a history check at advantage.
Can I also ask Halavea for assistance, since I know she wrote them down?
Yeah, she can also compare notes,
Okay,
and also helps with that as well. Still just normal advantage though, because
For sure,
doesn't
yeah.
stack.
And
Robin.
advantage? You said advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a chain of rules here. Because if you guys know anything about stacking stones, it is not a simple process.
Well, they aren't balanced stacked.
16.
They're just size
true.
organized.
It's true. Similar art style though. It's delicate.
Yeah.
16,
Oh, yeah.
you believe you're doing a good job so far. Let's get a sleight of hand check at advantage as we dip over to Robin.
Me rolling
Well,
this?
At advantage.
I was gonna see if there was anything I could do with like my forgery kit from the little bit I observed to try and make sure that it's, keen eye being like, that rock actually went there instead of there.
Yeah, I think you would step up and be able to contribute as well, for sure. You note into the cluster went the rock that Zito kicked that was not a part of it, and you note that, and you're able to remove that from the thing, and things start to line up more.
17.
17 as the last stone moves into place. That dispel magic returns. You gather that likely this was ritualistically created, and the stones aren't as important as maybe the ritual was, but the returning of the form does have the effect returned as well. Good job.
Once Sika finishes it, I've mentioned and he's mentioned that his mother's a druid, and he's part of the circle. He's part of these things, and he's never been like, I want to be a green thumb, but he has always respected the order of nature, which is why in his alchemical study, he's always trying to figure out what nature can do, past what it already knows it can do. So seeing this formation be rebuilt, is there a way I can do a roll to remember for, not forever, but be able to recreate this somewhere else if possible? I want to learn this ritual, essentially.
You don't know the ritual, but you can commit the outcome and the formulae to memory. You don't know what the ritual is, though.
Fair. I can ask about that when I need to. Cool. You can see a real reverence from Kazarick for a moment. So, go ahead.
With Kazarick and I working on this together, would I also then have a memory of this type of setup?
Yeah, you can commit. You can commit this to memory, especially if you've got the notes, and can go about committing this to memory however you see fit. You know, you can write it down. You can have a good memory and recall it. You know, it's you guys can definitely note this instance.
Don't worry, Kazarick and I will just put anti-magic fields everywhere in the world. We'll just fucking see. You wish?
But I think he will say that we should head towards the ruin, just in case he comes back.
Mm-hmm.
That's not his way. Just in case he comes back.
Yeah, you mentioned that there was some sort of like evil that was in the room.
Evil.
Yes, I didn't know exactly what it was, but the closer I got, the more I could feel it, to the location of the ruins, and so I did not spend much time there. As I noted strange things like perception distortion, as well as I was able to derive that if I were to have dreams here, they would be altered in a negative way.
Those are called nightmares.
Yes. Unnatural nightmares.
I have 2 questions
Thank
for
you
you.
so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody.
Is this evil that you speak of punchable? And 2, do you want to find out?
A bell tone of a laughter. Yes, absolutely. That sounds fantastic, and I can further my studies as well.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Because every time I see Harlock Thorn, I want to punch something.
Who is he?
Oh, he's a fucking...
Not nice guy that we don't like
Okay.
at all.
He's a
very
fucking
mean.
prick.
Yep, that too.
All right, well, let us make our way then. The party begins journeying northwesterly. Let me go to the map again real quick. As the party... I don't want to spend too much time on this big-ass river, but does anybody have any quick solutions on how to cross it?
Swim.
Fly
How
over,
big is it?
Go.
It'd be a good maybe 15-minute swim against some pretty strong currents.
So Sika's gonna look to Robin like, are you able to telepoof us around over there, do you think?
It would probably not. I mean, maybe like a couple of times. I can do like a fiery teleportation, like 15 feet every 6 seconds.
Okay.
So we would poof and then be wet and then poof and then.
Kazrick,
Nah.
give me one of them drink potion. The gill one.
Oh, yeah, here you go.
Thank you.
Sika?
We could just fly over.
We could just tie a rope and all hold on to the rope, and then Darko just flies with the rope and then pulls us through the water. Like, obviously, he can't lift us, but it would help us get.
As you're saying this, Zito's gonna take a rope and just start running towards the river himself after drinking the potion of water breathing.
Well, we have multiple solutions in the pocket. How many spell slots are burnt, would you say? None
on my
your
end.
Sika?
I have 2 burnt on my end so far.
Okay, 2 burned on your end, and the party would successfully move across this river.
Oh, like what if I did? Wait, are you saying if I did my spell? Oh, that's a whole a whole big thing I have to do.
We've got some other solutions if you would like to hold on to those spell slots.
Yeah, I'll hold on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm actually going to give the second potion of water breathing to Darko.
Oh?
Just in case. So while it's pulling, and if it touches water, it doesn't have to worry about anything.
Hellhound with gills. I'll take it.
That's cool.
Experimentation!
Darko gets us all over, and then we just see him going, "Roo, roo, roo, roo."
Steam.
Zito's gonna. There's a waterproof bag liner that comes with every rucksack,
Okay.
and he's gonna take it out and unroll it and stuff his whole bag in there, and then airtight. And when the military says it's waterproof, is waterproof. I have a coat, and I've walked through a pool, and it cinches at the wrists and at the waist and at the neck and like the hood. And if you know water, it's not. It is wild.
Waterproof.
Yeah. So he's just dragging.
All right.
Oh, wait. There's a better thing. There's a waterproof sleeping bag liner. So he's gonna stuff the bag in there, and then if anybody else wants, all of their stuff also gets stuffed into the sleeping bag liner, and then tie that to the rope. And he's just gonna drag that behind him as he walks along the bottom of the river to the other side.
The party traverses the river. A little wet in some cases. But
My hair is freshly singed on the tips from flying on Darko for a little bit.
you get within a mile. Another hour or so traverses. You get within a mile of this ruin. And the party just starts seeing stuff. There isn't a save because it's an ongoing regional effect within a mile radius.
Oof. Layer.
Like, what kind of stuff?
I kind of want to hear everyone come up with one. But at first you think visually your sight is impaired. And then you start realizing, no, there are minor warps in reality within a mile radius of this ruin.
Can you give us an example
An
of
example.
what this might be?
Yes, you find a glass tree,
Oh,
cracked
okay.
slightly, and
So this
inert.
is sort of like,
That might be too big of a warp, but you get the kind of gist I'm going for.
Gotcha.
yeah, this is similar to in the summer series when the two planes were merging and then stuff from the one plane started appearing in the place.
No.
I meant similar in like what it looks like, not necessarily like what
Then
is actually.
yes.
Okay, cool. Two planes diverged in a yellow river. I'd like to think that Zito keeps just seeing visions of Menti.
Okay. A lightning fast blur every now and then that probably looked like a tabaxi.
And at first, there's like this response from Zito that's just,
And then it starts to dawn on you. This is a regional effect.
he wouldn't be here this many times. I'm not that hungry. Oh, this is so much worse than him actually being here.
Crown, what are some reality warpings that Kazric would note?
Well, he hasn't stopped picking things up because that's just what he does. But each time he grabs something, he swears he sees two eyes on it. Each time. Just like, pick it up.
As an aside note, you would notice that 24 hours later of leaving this region, the warpings, whatever you take away from this area, change back to mundane things.
Sad.
Taylor.
Robin kind of like keeps getting that feeling of like something's watching, like with all these ripples going around, and every time she looks, she's looking a little bit too like high, but she can tell like there's something facing her, and eventually she finally looks lower, and wherever she's moving, all the faces of the flowers
Ooh.
are always facing her, like the face of a moon, sort of always
that.
there.
Oh, I hate that. Shane, what you got?
Sorry, I thought this is on the spot. I'm sorry
It
if I
is.
stumbled.
Yeah.
The immediate thing that Citra will first witness is a reverberating bomb that comes from not one direction but all directions, and he quickly listens and peeks around to see, but things slowly start distorting in colors between yellow and purple and black. And then he swears at some points he would see what looks like to be a crack just randomly open and close throughout the areas around him, and small tendrils and tentacles or energy wisps will seep through, and each one would have a tone of music. And so they all play this. It to him it sounds like a song. To him, he gets a sense of being completely empty from this note, the music that he's listening to.
Okay.
But when he looks up, he sees a moon.
Okay. Many visual anomalies. Party continues moving forward. At one point, while the party is moving through this area, things are getting a little more tense. Locke seems to have something kind of bubbling up, and eventually he'll go over to Robin. Hey, I noticed that it seemed to bother you when I asked after the scar on your ear, and I wanted to apologize. And it looks like we're going into a dangerous place, so I wanted to kind of get that out now. I'm very, very sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. Like it's not something. The reason I get like frustrated about it is because, like, obviously people mention it occasionally, but like I don't even know how I got it. So that frustrates me, not you asking about it.
Can I tell you a thing?
Okay.
And as he locks eyes with you, a certain resonance of you often are frustrated by people assuming you are much younger than you actually are. And you are young, but people assume you're much younger. The look he gives you is that of someone who has been through some shit. And he goes, I also don't remember how I got the marks. I don't have them anymore, but I grew up thinking I was an elf. I had no ears, only scarred, puckered holes on either side of my head. And someone came along and healed me, and they were rounded ears of a human. And so I was thinking of that when I asked, and it was a bit thoughtless of me. And because you didn't know, because I've been healed. So I'm really sorry about that, because I understand that frustration when people just stare at something like that and sometimes don't see the rest of you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I accept your apology and you're forgiven.
Good. Excellent. Cool. Cool. Okay. Let's do this thing.
Yeah.
Eventually, a small hill is what kind of rises up on the horizon, a bit close to the coast. Annie, you can post the first picture of the ruin. And at the top of the hill, there's a hole. And an old staircase goes down into the ground, covered in moss.
Ooh. That's cool looking.
What's the marching order as we descend?
First,
Okay. The rogue who goes first.
stealthy. Ding.
Sika will be eagerly following after knowing. Listen, but before he goes in, he wants to study the entrance.
Okay. Zito, I note your eyebrow. The party went from very scatterbrained to laser focused. And
No, that was more so like the fact that Zito isn't going first
know.
into a dangerous situation.
Indeed. But everyone seems to
Gotta
be
be
dialing
quicker
in.
than that.
I think I would probably try to grab at Robin.
I would try to dodge.
There's a SWAT from Hellevathea. You interrupt processes far too much. How are we supposed to collect any data?
Robin,
The
who's
process
gotten,
is
like,
that I go, and then if danger befalls me, that's fine.
Maybe they're looking
Rob-
out for you, Robin.
Robin goes like a couple stairs down, turns around, and goes, and then like pulls up her cloak,
Oh dear.
and then just switches it to like the wall color of the like mossy side that we're going. So she essentially like sticks out her tongue and then just like kind of vanish.
Excellent.
I think
Sneaking into places is my jam.
Kazric doesn't really have a necessity to be first, last, or middle. So I think as Robin and Sicko start to go, I think he's just dead next to Zito. You can go before me if you want.
Just go, Kazric. At least this way I can keep my eye on all of you.
Are you sure?
Yes, if danger befalls us from the back, it's going to have to work pretty damn hard to get to the rest of you.
Oh, okay. Would you like bomb? Just in case.
Would I like a bomb?
I mean, it's not lit on fire yet, but
You have a bomb.
I have multiple. Literally, open up my bag, and you can see a bunch of spherical balls.
Yes, of course I would like a bomb. I would like. How many bombs can I have?
I mean, it just
You've had
depends on
bombs this whole time? We've been hiding, and you've had bombs?
Yeah, so I make them.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
give me the bombs. I want bombs.
I want to give him two. I'll give him 2 bombs. I'll give him 2 bombs. I can't give you all of them. I'll give you 2 bombs. And he's like, I just throw. I think you know how to use bomb.
Does he need
Oh.
to prime them first?
Well, not technically, no.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Let me actually look at something really quickly.
Does it mean you're priming them and then handing them to him?
Sorry, give me just a second. No, by themselves, they can be thrown as weapons. If I prime them, I can add additional mechanical things to them to do things. So no, they're like, no, they're just, okay. I mean, yeah, okay. And I'll just kind of skip along and go. You have 2 bombs. If you use them, I'll let you know what they do.
Robin, perception or investigation as we descend?
They're the same. That's going to be a dirty 20.
Investigation or perception?
They're the same.
Yes, they're the same
They're
benefit,
not.
but you get different information based on what you choose.
I mean, we're looking for stuff in this ruin.
Mhm.
So investigation.
Okay.
We're looking for things. I don't know what we're looking for, but she's looking
And what'd you get?
for something.
What'd you get on the roll?
I got a dirty 20.
Damn. Okay.
Hey, really quickly before I copy and paste something, just not to disrupt the flow. If Zito throws a bomb, not doing it won't be anything special. But will he use my DC or will he use a DC that's standard for a normal bomb?
Let's go standard.
Okay,
That way it gives the proficiency and the bonus to the class.
Great. Then I'm just gonna copy and paste. And sorry, thank you.
Real quick, Robin, you
Yeah.
determine a couple of magnet-based traps.
Great.
It seems that disrupting the pull of these 2 Loden stones in place will likely cause some kind of reaction, and they're set at different points of these stairs as you descend.
Can I disarm the trap?
You can attempt to.
Okay. I will attempt to disarm the trap.
Okay, let's get a was it a tools check? I believe sleight of hand, Ben.
Sleight of hand to disarm?
like sleight of
There's
hand is something.
technically no like disarming check, so it's just whatever you think would be, depending on the type of trap
Okay.
or how she chooses to
We'll
try
go
to
with
disarm
sleight
it.
of hand. Shane,
Did I get anything from studying the entrance?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Weathered and worn away and exposed to the elements, you'll have to go deeper.
Okay.
Zito.
I was just gonna ask if you saw the Zoom chat.
I did, yes.
Okay. About the break.
The brick.
Break.
Break.
Oh no, I did not see a break thing.
Oh.
Sorry, I saw the. Let's go to break. as Robin successfully disarms these traps.
Woo! I rolled a 19 for those that can't see the shot.
Go ahead and post the second picture, Annie, for me as we go to our second break.
Woo!
We return. There were less people if you go far enough back, right? So while this is a city in nature, it's of a much smaller scale than you're used to or accustomed to, especially for Robin, who grew up in the biggest city on the map.
Right.
The city of Cairn. But soon you begin to move down into this long, tall, open area, and you can see many rooms and stairs going along the sides and going up to other rooms. It seems like this is one big open chamber. There might be a couple of other big open chambers as well. And you hear
Magic
some
eyes.
bats here and there.
Wow.
Okay. Putting on the magic eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't immediately sense a ton of magic. You see, you note two rooms in particular that you would have to kind of climb up sideways to get into. That's giving off a vague magical presence.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Robin starts scaling
Oh,
up
yeah.
the sides of the city. Sika. Halavathea indicates a room off to your right. Kind of this narrow doorway. That's where I found the inscriptions.
Did you go in? Was it safe? Or
I looked in, and after kind of losing my nerve a little bit, I fled quickly. I didn't make much farther past this chamber. Robin, roll acrobatics.
Okay.
Sika is very melancholy right now, because he is trying to mix with emotions between trying to find information but also danger. So he walks towards the area, but knowing that we've already found traps, he is going to bright sparks from where he is into the room.
Okay.
And, for things.
Your bright sparks skitter across the floor, and not in the exact same room that you were heading towards, but in one of the other ones next to it, you catch the glisten of a massive eyeball. And as you turn,
Uh-oh.
tentacles, long, inky black ones, begin to slowly move themselves forward. Other smaller eyes on stalks begin to snake into the light, as well as this massive, multi-layered, toothy mouth begins to... Go ahead and post the picture for me.
Oh no,
Annie.
there's a man.
Or don't.
Robin,
I think he's
you
a
are
beholder
up
here,
on
but
the
you know.
side of the wall, and you hear it, and you look down as the shielding as the shielding is removed, and you sense the aberrant magic of the beholder slowly crawling its way into the light.
What?
One thing of note, smaller than what you would imagine a beholder to look like, and not flying. It is grabbing onto bits of it and swinging and pulling itself slowly into the room.
Is it dead set looking at me?
Yes, it is. And other eyes are panning and moving, and a couple of the eye stalks look up at Robin, taking Zito and Kazric as well, Locke and Halavathea. Let's roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, come on, Locke. Really? You gotta roll me a 2, bro?
9.
Jesus Christ.
9 for
6.
Oh
13.
no!
14.
I've had 2 good rolls today, and they've both been athletics checks, and it's on brand, but
All right, and for you, 14 was Kazric, correct?
Yeah.
What's your dex?
+2. Do we roll these?
We don't.
Oh.
You are the only one going before this beholder.
No.
Whoa.
Sika, can you remind us what benefits we had from drinking that?
Yes. So you cannot. I want to make sure I get the right things for that.
Put to sleep or charm?
You cannot be charmed or put to sleep.
I remember. Nice.
Yeah.
I was like, it's coffee. It makes you wise and awake.
I just feel like maybe it would come, having that knowledge would be.
Kazric. You're up first as the beholder slowly pulls itself into the room.
Excuse me. Let me just make sure I'm looking at this correctly. Look up and this thing goes. Immediately just like, oh, opens bag, looks in bag, grabs the first spherical thing he can, grabs one of his vials and just dumps it all. Like, also that's something in the opening inside of it.
Okay.
And you can see him both like molding and shifting. And as he does, whatever he has added, it's not magic necessarily, but you can tell that it is reforming or reshifting the intent of this bomb that he has. And I'm going to use my action, which I can use the action to prime, do a bomb formula, and throw. That's what I'm going to do as I form this into a cryo bomb and yeet.
Okay.
And I'm also going to, because I'm scared. He's not scared. He might be a little scared. I'm also going to, when I prime it, I'm going to add how many dice to this? Let's decide. Let's decide to add. Where you at? Sorry. Where you at? Let's decide to add 2. There we go. 2 reagent dice to it. So that takes me down to 4. So first I need to throw an attack. Does a 21? No, sorry. Does a 22 hit? Nope,
22
21.
does hit.
Great. This is going to do 4d8 plus 4 ice damage. Ice damage? Cold damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So 4d8 plus. Don't we have 1d8 right here? Gross. 4. 12. Math. 18. 22, 26 points of cold damage, and it needs to make a con save.
Okay. Dirty 20.
That succeeds. You can see as the bomb is yeeted and it collides with this beast. You would expect to see a lot of fire, a lot of shrapnel, a lot of things. You literally see like ice and cold, almost like mist form around this creature, and you can see some of that mist onto the tentacles that it has. And as they almost begin to freeze over, it melts almost as quickly as it does not hold. It goes, oh, okay. That's my action. I don't think I have a bonus action that is super important right now. But Reggie's gonna look up and guess. You see, like a lot of the green in the cloud that it is begins to coalesce into one singular point, and it's gonna shoot a bunch of acid onto it.
All right, very good.
That is sorry, 17 hit.
17 hits.
Okay. And that will do 5 points of acid damage.
Alrighty.
That
Coils
is
of the burning sensation followed from the cold.
yeah. And I'm going okay. I'm gonna step back
Okay.
a little bit. And that will be me.
Okay. First things first, the teeth for Sika.
Uh-oh.
Immediately, it grabs onto the sides of the city, the structure around it, and lunges forward, this ball of teeth and hatred and madness as it goes to take a chunk out of you. That is going to be a nat one.
Yeah. It's dummy. It's a dummy.
Bites his own arm and dies.
Loses a tooth.
3 of the eyes are going to change in color as the pupils, as the light from within the pupils bring out the color and then dilate until they take up the entire of the eyeballs that you see. First, we have a DC 16 dexterity saving throw for Zito.
Also, please add 3 more points of damage. Because Fury of the Small.
Okay. DC 16 dex save for Zito.
Okay.
As one of the
is this an
eyes.
effect that I can see?
Yes.
Okay.
Advantage.
Okay. Well, that's. I rolled a 5 on both of them. I do have a +1 to dex saves. Okay, so a 6 or a 6.
You have been hit with a
Advantage.
slowing ray. His face immediately dropped. Targeted creature must succeed on a DC 16 saving throw. On a failed save, the target's speed is halved for 1 minute. In addition, the creature can't take reactions, and it can take either an action or a bonus action on its turn, not both. Creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself for a success. Robin, I need you to make a DC 16 con save.
Oh boy.
The other eye looks up at you, and the pupil grows and dilates as the light emanates towards you.
Fine, I got something.
7.
I don't.
7, you are paralyzed. You
I hope we're
feel
still
the.
holding on to the wall.
You feel the. Yeah, you feel
My
the.
grip is solid now.
Yeah, it's only gonna last for so long though. And at the end of your turn, you may re-roll the save.
Oh no. Okay.
The second ray is for Locke.
Third ray.
Third ray, thank you. And he fails as well. And you watch as he recoils backwards and then coughs, and this kind of chalk powder comes out as the side of his head starts to slowly petrify.
Oh no.
Which will bring us to Sika.
What is happening?
Oh no, people are being hurt. So how close is the beast to me right now?
5 feet.
Perfect.
Oh, right there.
Not what I expected.
So Sika sees everyone getting injured, and as he's connected with them emotionally, as far as he gets a little bit angry, and he shines his lunar radiance outwards in 15 feet.
Okay.
I need you to please do a Constitution save for me.
Excellent. Terrible. That is going to be a 10.
You are blinded.
Haha.
Yeah! Blind the beholder!
Ha ha.
He's not immune to blind.
It's a big eye.
He's not. He's made of eyes.
Oh,
He's the most vulnerable to blind.
Touche, Shane. Oh no.
Get wrecked.
Oh no. They're all target based.
Oh man, that's a bummer, man.
Okay. Wow, that really limits me.
Oh, does it?
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Sit down,
Great spell.
son.
You watch as this shimmering air is covered across all of the various eyes, including the big one. And you see the big one through the shimmer. The eye widens and starts looking around uncomprehendingly.
Amazing. I'm going to move back.
Okay.
I believe I can do that when I'm blind. I don't, right? Or am I still gonna hit?
I can take an attack of opportunity on you. I might.
Okay. Let me just see if there's something else I can do. I have this whole thing planned, but I just couldn't think that. Okay, yeah. I am going to take the risk of trying to just move back.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and move back at least 25 feet.
Okay, moving back and away from you.
Sorry. Yeah.
He is going to attempt at disadvantage an attack of opportunity.
Man.
That is a 11 to hit.
Oh, thank God I'm wearing armor.
Your bracers save you. Yeah.
Little hiss of laughter inside my wrists. Okay, so I move back and I'm going to pull out my moonlight bow.
Okay.
And sorry, I want to make sure I do this right. So I'm going to attack you. I am also going to be enhancing my attacks because I'm glowing. So I'm going to roll to attack you right now. Where is this? I was on the wrong page. Sorry.
It's a shiny Sika.
I'm
super
so
rare.
bright right now. Yeah.
All the achievement hunters in the chat went
23 to hit.
23 to hit hits.
Cool. Okay. So, okay.
Blinded my beholder.
You blinded me with science.
Oh no! A bright light hurt an eyeball. Okay, so you are taking 3 piercing damage, and then you are also going to be blasted with an additional 1 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then that well-known little string appears from the arrow back to me as you get bursted again by another hit of pure radiant damage for an additional 6 damage.
Damn. Okay.
Get it,
Well
Sika.
done. Is that your turn?
You're
Yes, that is my turn.
All right.
I have a question before we move too far forward.
Hmm.
And we don't have to retcon and go back. Could Darko have gone, even though I froze with my bonus action?
Do you have to command them to attack?
I don't believe so. But let me look.
If you don't require verbal commands for each individual attack and the like, then yes, Darko may attack.
Okay.
And we can just do that now.
Yeah, it's
Helvetia
like-
wild shapes into a mouse and scurries away.
No! Get back here! She was
but she's not a druid.
Oh, sorry.
She
Polymorphs
lied.
into a mouse. My apologies.
We both.
My apologies. Thank you. Thank you. That was my bad.
She lied.
You lied. You lied.
You lied.
Oh, also, I forgot to say, you also have a disadvantage on attacking me until my next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it does say the only action it takes on its turn is the dodge action, unless you take a bonus action on your turn to command it to take another action, which I was not able to do because I was paralyzed.
All right, Robin, you are up. The paralysis, for now, keeping you locked in. You register that you're about 45 feet up.
Oh! I roll to try and get out of it?
If that's this is at the end of your turn. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak to Darko, so...
Right. Okay.
This dice is done.
DC 16.
I rolled a 5.
Oh no. Okay. You feel a slight crumble underneath your fingers, and a slight sliding sensation.
Screaming as best as she can in the paralysis.
Well, paralyzed doesn't mean you can't speak.
What?
Paralyzed. While you are in the paralyzed condition you experience, you have incapacitated. Speed is 0. Strength saves, attacks have against advantage. Does not specify you can't speak. Pop off, Robin.
Oh!
Yeah. I think
Darko,
that's
get me out of
stun.
here! So Darko could have attacked on the first one. It's fine.
Sorry, I was muted. A paralyzed creature is incapacitated and can't move or speak.
Oh, well, there
Sorry,
we go.
I was like, that's the one thing I definitely can't speak.
Incapacitated. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's... Yep,
Oh.
yep. Get wrecked.
Oh, that's new. Okay.
Then back to screaming.
Yeah, the old incapacitated didn't take away your ability to speak.
Well, when you're paralyzed, it says you're incapacitated and you can't move or speak. That's what
Right.
I had. Yeah.
I figured paralysis was like metapod, hardened, can't move.
Out.
Yeah, I mean, it makes
Pokemon
sense.
references tonight, once we're in
it's-
combat, have been on point. Zito.
I was looking at the 2024 definition of paralyzed, but with the 2014 definition of incapacitated in my head.
Incapacitated. Yeah, I feel you.
Ah.
Zito, is your turn.
Zito's turn. Oh boy, do I want to know where everything is and what's going on.
About
All I
15
know-
feet from you is the Beholder.
Okay.
Great.
You are surrounded on almost all sides by your allies. And you do register the muted, clenched teeth scream of Robin above. You would have
I was
seen the
gonna say,
rays lock
I wouldn't
with the
have-
petrification as well.
Before the beholder came, I was gonna say the only thing that I would be doing is like standing under Robin with my arms up.
Okay.
Be careful.
Aw.
Yeah, so even your thoughts feel like molasses as this slow is taking effect over you.
Okay. Interesting. All right. How far up is Robin?
45 feet. Which would be 4d6 falling damage.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to try to. 'Cause I don't have like a net or anything. I as best I can like to try to like position myself below.
You already were.
Okay.
You,
Yeah, I mean, that's
you
what
were
I'm
doing that, and you looked because you heard danger, and then the slow clocks you, and you just.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have my big hammer, and it's 15 feet away, and I don't have enough movement speed to get there, do stuff, and come back right now. So I'm just going to focus on catching Robin in the least magical way possible, which is the only way I know.
So you hold your action to attempt to catch Robin in the event that Robin falls 45 feet to the
Yes.
stone below.
Yeah.
Okay. End of your turn. Let's get that roll to see if you are no longer slowed.
Does this work on
advantage on dexterity saving against effects that you can see, and I guess it wouldn't apply to.
I don't think it would apply to this because the effect has already taken place. There's nothing to see.
That's a nat 20, baby.
All right, you
Hey!
you make the conscious decision to make sure you catch Robin, the sister of your comrade in arms, and then clarity.
Also, bingo.
Hey.
Bingo.
Oh, nat 20. I tried
Well,
so
if he-
hard to not
if he-
say
If
the
he called him a
word.
brat,
No,
would've
I
gotten
can't do it now that you guys told me it's on the bingo card. I won't do it.
I mean, he's
that's
right.
rules.
for
We gotta
that.
take it.
He's
We
right
gotta take
for
it off
that.
bingo now because they're never gonna
We
get
should
it.
not let bingo dictate our actions. We should allow it to happen
Absolutely.
naturally.
I agree.
I refuse to Pete Rose this situation.
Your thoughts lock back into place. Locke is going to like put a hand up and pull it away with a chip of stone, like shale, and he goes, fuck, and he's going to pull that wicked looking knife out, and you see as he reaches up and pulls out like this small buckler. At first you think it's like a buckler, and then you realize it's that vine creature, and the vine creature
Gee.
full venom Iron Man suits him.
Oh yeah.
And you just see the close in over his face as his eyes, the last thing you see are just locked in, and he's going to dart forward, leaning way forward, picking up a surprising amount of speed. And he's going to swing. He's going to go for a stab. You see the vine creature drooling its acidic sap into the blade as he goes to stab, and lands a hit.
Hey.
Remember, blinded gives advantage.
I did roll at advantage. Yes, thank you.
No.
No, solid shout.
Solid.
Good
And
call.
also
All
give
right.
advantage on attack against the beholder because it's a little bitch. Just remember that one, by the way.
Okay.
I say that about everybody who we get into combat with. It doesn't matter what it is. If they're fighting us, they're a little bitch until proven otherwise.
Well, to that note, we've got 10 plus 14 on the sneak attack, so 24 plus
Sneak attack.
4 plus a d4 for the acid, bringing us out to 25 damage.
Slay. Work.
He's going to get up in there and just, you watch him leap up and stab downwards into like the bony area below the eye socket and twist it before using his bonus action to kick off of it and disengage, backing out.
Yeah. Oh, good. Great. Well, who's... Yeah, okay, great.
That's going to bring us to the top of the round.
Zito's up there, correct?
I'm 15 feet away. Robin's 45 feet above me.
You
Thicko
went
was 5 feet away, but I think he backed up.
Yep.
Yeah,
Everyone
okay,
has
great.
given Home Dog a little bit of room.
Yes.
Um,
I believe I'm
absolutely.
probably the closest thing to it at 15 feet away at this point.
Okay, as long as you're not within 5 feet of it, we're good.
Lair action.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
The walls within 120 feet of the beholder starts oozing, and this thick greenish mucousy slime begins eking out of the crevices around as if some kind of levee was just broken, and slowly all of this Nickelodeon-esque slime starts filling the walls, and this awful acidic smell begins to take over the room, and as like this steam kind of begins rising and filling the air. Difficult terrain for everybody, and Robin, you fall.
No!
Your grip is, in one hand, acid burning, on the other hand, just slipping from the grime, and you stiff tumble backwards, not able to see the ground below you, no matter how hard you try, into the arms of Zito, who manages to catch you and right you up.
You idiot.
Just gonna.
Kazric, with the
Great.
beholder on deck.
Slay. Well, this is an issue because 15 feet is the blast. It's not 50-foot radius; it's a diameter. Actually, I don't think it will be. He will be.
Yeah, if it's a 15-foot diameter, that's a 7.5-foot radius. You're
Yeah.
clear,
I was
dog.
like, you're good. Yeah. I have to think about that.
Hit me.
Great. I'm like, you're not there.
Ignores the beholder. This is my chance.
Yeah, just another bomb grabbed. You actually see he almost has like something on his side, so he can easily like a flint or something, so he can easily light it, ignite it.
Cool.
Just like think,
Like a strike.
yeet. Yeah, exactly. Just like a strike. Exactly. This is gonna be a normal bomb. Priming it, and I'm gonna add 2 more reagent dice to it. And this is gonna be at advantage. Not your 20.
Cool, let's go.
Hey!
How are you critting?
We roll double the damage die. So if
Okay.
you were to sneak attack and crit, double the sneak attack damage die as well. Smites.
Gotcha.
Follow that rule as well.
No, absolutely. So this is going to be 8d10 plus 4. That's going to be, I said 8d10, so I need to do this 5 times. 15. Oh, I dropped the die! It's a bingo, it's on bingo, and I didn't try
Oh
to.
my god.
I didn't try to.
I believe you.
And he got bingo too.
30.
Oh, shit. Throws the dice tray.
30 plus 46. 56.
Fuck. Okay.
Jesus! 56 plus 19. 56 plus 19 is 75. 75 plus 4, 79 points of damage.
Kazric, how do you want to do this?
Yeah. Yes.
I think as it's probably blind, it's I'm gonna steal Matthew Mercer for a moment. Its toothy maw opens up for a moment, just enough, and go yeet, throw it directly into the mouth.
Yes.
And hopefully it swallows.
It's a ball, you know, so it makes it pretty much to the dead center of the thing, and then there's a brief moment where you get the one flash image before the full detonation of gore, where the teeth
It's
are
actually
blowing
82
out
damage if it matters, but
Say
yeah,
again?
it's actually 82 damage because the Fury is small.
It's even deader. 82 damage. That is impressive. As the eye, you know, the back of the eye is blown through the front of the eye. And all of the various jagged bone structure is ejected into the room. A loud detonative burst as the echoes of this bomb go off, and a quiet steals over the remains of this ruin. We are out of combat.
Am I unparalyzed?
Takes a second, and then yes.
Yes. Oh,
The last thing you ever said to me was idiot. That's not
I-
nice.
I would feel as though I tried to teach you until the very end.
I did what I could.
Well,
I gave my mom a
thank
mug that
you
once.
for catching me. Starts climbing back up the wall. To the magic
No.
You're familiar with the okay. You're familiar with the route you took, so you start clambering up there, and then right on the ankle's ground. You look down, and
There's something
Is it
magical
still
up there.
he's not even.
Is
He's
it still
super
covered
tall,
in
right? So it's not
slime?
even like a full reach. It's just about here.
Do you think I'm just gonna watch you fall off of something and then let you climb back up without proper
You're down
safety
here
gear?
to catch me. It's fine.
What happens when I'm no longer? I will not be here your whole life.
She jumps off the wall onto
I'm still hanging on the ankle, so
Kickflip.
it's just,
Contested. You
Contested
may make
kickflip.
yeah, you're trying to break free, so let's roll acrobatics.
No, I was just
for-
really
Oh, no.
trying
Okay, I gotcha.
to be a brat.
Okay.
Just being like, fine, I can't go. Trust fall.
No, I got you.
I'm
I got
gonna-
you. Okay, guys.
I'm gonna teach her about rappelling gear and the safety of being able to like anchor yourself when you
Okay.
go climbing.
For
Kazric,
sure. Kazric is it's not that he's not surprised by what just happened, but he knows the effects of his creations. But he's focused on two different things. One, collecting beholder parts.
Sure.
Definitely one of the eyes. But more so, actually, he's not going to lick the eye or any of the cat. The green stuff on the wall, he's going to collect. And
Okay.
Let me pull up the character.
Why?
Let me pull up the
Why?
stat block, see what this thing does.
I mean, he's got to collect it. He got to use it. The more he knows, listen, the more he knows, the more he can counteract or counter shift or make work for us in the future.
I'm
You
gonna
want an
stop in the
acid
middle-
bomb?
in the middle of like the conversation with Robin about like rappel. I've got her like wrapped up into some rope and all that, and then I stop and I look over her shoulder.
You can see.
No.
We need that in meme format, chat. We need it. Okay. So the slime does not do a whole lot, if I'm being honest. It's tingly, but it
Walls will ooze green slime.
makes the area
Oh, wait,
around
no,
it
they
difficult
always do
terrain.
that.
Hey, I'm still going to try to collect a good chunk of it. One to just try to learn what it does, and if I can, eventually apply it to a bomb formula, potentially making something difficult terrain with that.
Sure, yeah, definitely. Let's see.
I'm gonna
The
put that
hash
in my-
bringing.
And soon you
The
find
slash
yourself
bringing.
waving an eye stalk with an eyeball on the end of it.
Waving it?
I don't know. What do you do with it?
He actually probably literally is waving it. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, just one what am I gonna do? Which one was this one?
This
he's
one.
trying to figure out which one this was.
This one was the one that hit Locke,
Petrification.
who, by the way, is still petrifying. Which does
Why?
not
How?
follow normal rules for beholders, but there's a few things that don't follow the normal rules for this beholder.
You're not taking lock away from us.
Can
No
I?
fucking
How?
do it.
So
How do we?
Can I
Sika,
cast Cure Wounds on him?
I can take
well,
care of
Sika.
Oh, you can take care of it? Okay, Sika's got it.
it.
One of his
so,
eyes solidifies.
So Sika hopefully was not shining anymore before people were like looking at him. But when he sees Casper go for an eye, he's like, "Can you get me one of those? I need like 2." Please. The laugh was inside a character, by the way. And so and then he's just laughing because he understands that he likes that stuff. Okay, thank you. Also, like an eyelash and like a tentacle, and then if there's some bone. And thank
We
you.
have
And so,
Make a survival check, Crown. Shane?
Oh, and then some bacon and eggs and milk, I suppose, if you're going out.
Sika is going to look towards Locke and see that he's still
being under the effects of the spell, and he is going to dispel magic him.
Ooh. Well done. The what spell level is dispel magic?
It starts at 3.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
The stone crackles off, and you can see slightly pinker flesh underneath. And he goes, looks up at you, and goes in for a hug.
Oh, yeah. He's like, you're feeling better now.
He
Okay?
starts crying a little.
Yeah, no.
But he's trying to be quiet about it. Just a little.
Yeah. Seka is like gonna hug him, but like as he can get that, he's gonna like turn his like bigger, broader shoulders around so that people can't see that he's trying to give him a little bit of.
As you
stuff.
turn, you can see into the room. The room that you were heading.
And drop the gate and go.
Boots up in the
air. He's gonna hold lockout and just be like, "Are you okay now? Are you like?" He's in a husher voice.
Yeah, I'm alright, thanks. I'm not sorry. That was good.
I'm sorry.
We're okay. Everyone's okay. Where's the elf?
Everyone's okay. I turned into a mouse and away.
Okay.
And then it's like, I'll leave you to it, and Sika's just gonna beeline it.
Okay. You step
Carefully.
Into this, you step,
If I have to say it, carefully.
you step into this room. Dusty. Very dusty. The light has been specifically allowed to move through the building above into these crystals in the ceiling that will direct the light to different parts of the room, to other crystals. These are the Freaquins, the carvings of Freaquins along the wall, as these crystal beings. Dummies, thank you so much. Welcome in, friendos. The crystal bipedal figures built into the wall are to represent the Freaquins. And then you've got your normal gray granite all around until you find the Luminans. And they're like a similar tone as your skin tone, where it's that pale purplish gray of these changed beings. You see the 12-sided moon depicted, and it shows the Freaquins. Obviously it's not one-to-one, so don't take it too literally, but the Freaquins are lining up facing the moon, and the Luminen are walking away from the moon. You can see what you only can assume to be primordials over the moon. And that's just the wall. That's beautifully lit as the dust kind of settles through this room. Roll an investigation check for me.
Sure. At this moment as well, if you're okay with it, I would like to activate my necklace.
Okay. What happens exactly?
I can read all things.
Oh. Okay, cool, perfect. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So if anyone was around, you guys would see the tattoo like glow purple, and then the color will fade as if it's like being sucked into his neck, and then the life that is inside of his crystal will start beating like a heart, and then veins appear going up his chin, and then they sink away as his eyes now are the same essence as his hair.
What a beautiful necklace.
Did I hear that?
Yep, Halavathea is stepping into the doorway and looking about.
He reaches to touch it, but just goes to move his hair instead. He's like, "Thank you. Had it for a long time."
I take it this is... She takes in the sight of the wall. A transformative origin of a kind, maybe? For your people?
I would say it's probably the easiest way to explain it. I'm not one for photography, but it looks like you have the Freaquin, as he gestures to them, walking towards the moon, and out walks, and his words fall silent as he gestures to them.
She steps forward and begins studying the primordials depicted above the moon. You roll investigation.
Oh, right, yes, sir.
So you back up a little bit. Start looking around at what else there might be.
18.
You're desperate for knowledge. And your eye is drawn to the other side of the room, where the stone doesn't quite match in a certain spot. And you move forward and you begin investigating. You start taking this in. Thank you, Melora. You put a hand up against this slightly discolored stone, and you can faintly feel the worn away letters on what turns out to be, as you begin extricating, a block. It's not a tablet or a book or a scroll. It's a big ass rock cube.
The big ass word for Alma.
And you see where it says Freaquin and Luminin. Under it, it says stellar kinesis and interstellar kinesis. And that's where we're going to leave off for the night.
Boom, doom,
Rude.
doom, 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 doom.
Stellar kinesis and interstellar kinesis.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So,
Kinesis is
One
a
of them-
manipulation of something. Stars.
Yes. One of them seems to be some sort of manipulation of the stars, and the other one seems to be some sort of manipulation of the
Further stars.
2017 cinematic masterpiece Interstellar, starring Matt Damon.
In walks a random figure.
Actually, I have no idea what year that came out.
In walks a random figure going, all right.
Also
Time
just-
travel by the power of love or something. I don't know. I didn't see the
I
anime.
but also what's just for me as a player hearing that, it's like, yeah, manipulation of stars, but then manipulation of what's between the stars. Like, what does that mean?
For me, I would say stellar would be right with the stars, but interstellar would be the process between, right? Because
Yeah. It's,
Gravity
yeah.
between them.
The
It's
Frequins
the
were
whole-
light beings. And now we have Luminin.
Damn, Interstellar had Matthew McConaughey, Jessica Chastain, Anne
He's
Hathaway.
still
Timothy Chalamet was in that.
he was
he was a younger brother.
yeah,
Wow.
before he became a little bitch. And so,
Wow.
you said Matt Damon, like, wait, is that his name?
Michael Caine.
Yep.
This movie's stacked.
Wait, did the
Have you
Freaquin?
not seen Interstellar by chance?
I mean, once in 2014 when it came out.
I feel like a movie
It's
came
been-
out last year.
It's
you know,
been
just-
10 years since Interstellar came out.
and it still has
What
one of
were
the
you
best
saying?
soundtracks.
That's very true. What were we saying, Kron?
I guess now, I'm theorizing. The Freaquin. I mean, you would think that the Freaquin, like the natural evolution, is Luminin, but it's sounding like they directly manipulated it.
I'm a graft. I'm grafted. There you go.
What's the school of
Utilizing-
magic that changes one thing into another thing? What's it called? again?
Transmutation.
Transmutation. Seems like might be transmutation
Yeah.
on a very powerful level.
On a fire,
Considering
yeah,
this
I like
primordials. Consider this primordials.
Love that.
How
Dipping
can
our
I harness
toes
the
into the
magic to
bigger
destroy the
phenomena.
Phenomena. Ba-ba-ba-da-na.
Chat, stick around. We are going to be doing a raid. It helps us out immensely. It helps out that whom we raid. But for now, I am Sir Feffers, the humble dungeon master of the Long Shot Table, and it is my absolute honor to be playing with these scallywags. Very excited. So many fun things we got to allude to and build upon tonight, and then of course a really solid combat. Great damage from the party too. I've been
Thanks, Kazric.
chomping at the bit. Every time Terraform's coming back around on the week, I'm like, let's go. I want to play. Let's go, please. Yes. If you didn't know, chat, we have 3 weekly streamed campaigns, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, with an amazing roster of content creators, some of which you see here, many of which are specific to those individual days. So do please come back for either Windfall or Bayonet, which is respectively a Western dark fantasy kind of gothic horror, and the other one is my own homebrew twist on the Ravenloft narrative, where Strahd's not a little whiny bitch. I think that's it for the immediacy. If you want to get caught up on those campaigns, do hit up the YouTube. And if you won bingo, head over to the Discord and throw it in the Terraform channel. And if you have any memes,
Bingo.
gobble it right up. We love that shit.
I have a meme I'll be making soon.
Okay. Our community is chaotic as it is wholesome. We're a bunch of scallywags and we're having a blast. And I think that's it for me. So let me throw it over to Shane Whalley.
Hi everyone, I'm Shane Whalley. You can find me everywhere as Shane Whalley. I play Sika, the bard, College of the Road, Luminanin, who is now in this glorious place about the closest connection he's had to what would be considered family in years. And he's going to be asking a lot of questions, touching a lot of walls. I was gonna say things, but that sounded wrong, so I'm gonna say walls and stuff in the next episode. He is very broken right now, mentally. He, like, in the sense of, is he finally getting answers that he has had for years, and so he doesn't know how to handle it, so he's trying to piece himself together in the process of seeing it all. Happy to see that, though tossing back before getting into the ruins, happy that he was able to help fix the stones. His purpose, for those who were not here last week, the reason why he wanted to fix it was because he saw how intricate the hands were. So he was worried that if something was destroyed and they're the closest thing nearby, that they would be to blame. So he wanted to make sure that it was fixed. I will throw it over to Taylor.
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I'm Taylor and Tracy. You can find me everywhere as Taylor and Tracy. And check out my LARP Pinafall. Our grand gathering is in like a week. I'm definitely not freaking out at all.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be really, really fun. I play Robin. Robin is really excited to kind of have like a group of people that she kind of has around while she's doing some of her shenanigans. And it's definitely kind of like sinking in for her that like, oh, I fall and I get caught. And that's a bit different than surviving around the city sort of thing as a little urchin. There's definitely some of that, and she tried to make those communities, but she was very much normally the person that was doing the catching. But then at the same time was never like trusted to do the catching because she's so small. So she's enjoying that, and she's kind of she's kind of projecting these feelings of like, oh, I have a big brother again onto Zito. And is getting to actually do some of the childlike things, like, okay, fine, trust fall, and like fall into Zito sort of thing. So while she still definitely is on the route to finding her brother, she's just kind of like deciding that these are the people that are going to get her there, so she's going to stick around for what they need along the way. Yeah. Pass it off to Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben Brainard. I am playing Zito Barbera, the Goliath barbarian. I just wanted to punch something today. I saw Holic Thorn twice, and I want to punch him, but we're not supposed to punch him yet.
Okay.
Also, he has a dragon.
There is that.
So that would be like a whole thing. And I have to punch the dragon too, and the dragon would be upset. I have no qualms with the dragon. It's just, the guy, if he chooses to let ride him, that I have, those are my qualms. But Hollick's a little piece of shit, and I really wanted to punch him in the face. The closest that we got was the evil spirit that makes weird stuff happen near a ruin that also holds the history of Sika's people. I think I got that right. Anyway, I have no idea who this elf woman is. She's not on my be on the lookout for list, so I currently have no qualms with her. But also, I don't know who anybody around me is. So I'm sure that won't come back to bite me at any point.
I had an audio thing. What did you say about Sika's people?
Oh, that we found a ruin with the history of your people on it. Crown.
Yep. Omega Jones, also known as Crown. And in this game, known as Kazwick, the very eccentric alchemist. He is learning more about the world outside of his tribe, even though they are nomadic, they're still nomadic within a certain area. Now he's learning about more and other spaces of nature that he can learn to experiment with, learn their properties, and learn how to utilize those properties in different ways. In this episode, we got to see that he's not just a weirdo collecting stuff. He can do a lot. Today was a day of action and actually seeing what all the fuss has been about. He likes to lick things, but he learns by understanding on a personal level. That's how he learned how to make what he has now. Those volatile explosion things weren't just I can do this. He had to learn. Yes, he has eaten some kind of explosive powder before, and it probably wasn't good. But it got him to kill a beholder today. And he's excited to see how this group traverses further, with the knowledge that he can actually back up his eccentricity. Is that the word? It is now.
Eccentricity? I think.
But yeah. So he's worried about Locke, so that's a thing. And I'm excited to see what he can do with all the things that he has collected so far.
I'm excited to see what you cook up.
That's that. Until then, he'll keep on licking.
All right, and chat, we do not have Terraform next Tuesday, as we will be gearing up for our LARP event. Heinefall, if you didn't know, you're missing out. You are in the process of missing out. It is so dope. And I believe there are still a few tickets left, Robin. Taylor, confirm? I believe? Okay.
Yep.
So if you find yourself suddenly with 5 days off,
or 3 days. You can come Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
True. There's even just Saturday deal as well.
Yep.
But anyway.
If you're a local.
Yeah, look it up. It's super dope. For now, we're gonna go kick it with the Smoking Barrel Tavern. They're playing Escape the Backrooms, which is a spoopy game. and I was playing it earlier, and it's a whole lot of fun. So have a phenomenal rest of your night, my friends. I will see you all Thursday for